Hello, hello, my little foxies. I am here. I'm alive. For those of you that are in the burrow in the Discord server, things has occurred. So those of you that are in here right now know what had happened. But it's safe to say that I'm missing my dice right now. That altercations had occurred on Thursday, so I might not be making announcements until everything's cleared up in the borough. YouTube is going to be fine. I have the community post area, so we'll handle that one just fine. But I figured I'd let you guys know. Now I'm gonna check on Omen here, and then I'll be back with some dice. Because I have left my dice here. That's good. Okay, everybody can hear the Omen. I am back. I have my dice.
Oh, welcome back. You have dice.
Yeah, I have my dice now.
You've got dice. Alrighty.
I'm gonna move this chair over so that I have a stable place for my dice. So yeah, this. Yeah, Rob, that's me just chatting. So we'll have to wait till it clears up on its end, essentially. Excuse me.
No, I refuse.
Anyway, in the last tabletop situation, we have fought some enemies.
Yes. Oh, so you want me to start then?
Oh, yes.
You didn't say anything, so I was like, no, I'm just going to wait here, listen to the fan.
I have talked to you, and people can hear you now. So I was gonna say, yeah, we're gonna start now.
The game must start.
Yes.
In a minute. All right, so I'm going to do a little bit of a recap. So after having hit a chamber you had been before that was originally tied to a chieftain, the obvious gathering forces before had retreated into the hallway and off into separate rooms to set up an ambush, which apparently was moderately successful.
Excuse me, yes.
Between the crossbow bolts and the melee going up on the front and the flash of a low-level fireball, you guys ended up winning. Finding certain things. Now, I know people might be a little confused, but I've always done mage spells with bonus spells by comparing the intelligence to the wisdom chart. Therefore, you get the bonus spells.
Yeah.
Seems a little OP, except that when you fire off a fireball at first level, it does 1d6.
True.
And the range is kind of hamstringed. So you run the risk of irritating everything within a 20-foot radius of wherever it goes, without being able to extend it far enough to get away from blowing up your friends in some cases. So
that is correct.
But for me, it was a better thing for mages. What's good for the goose is good for the gander as well. So if anyone was wondering why there was a fireball, that would be why. And of course, this is not like some high-end bossy type we would assume. But I digress. So the flames themselves did a number on equipment and bodies. For the most part, you're lucky enough that the bow aspect of Gregory's weapon managed its save versus flames. However, he needs to put on a replacement string once he becomes conscious.
But yeah.
The people that were hit the hardest have probably some burn marks here and there. Any cloth has been pretty much just incinerated in places. Flammable objects have a tendency to go bad really quickly. The ones that were wearing helmets and whatnot might have something akin to a sunburn, maybe some blistering, but for the most part, they're fine. Obviously, Livia and Estienne were just below the flash above them. That's because they were on the stairs, and they saw the wash of fire go across, pretty much perpendicular with the. Anyway, they watched it happen and were like, "Holy crap!" And then that's when they charged up to replace the front section by moving along the line. So, DaBun and the other ones braced off the one hallway that had hobgoblin crossbows, trying to do a flank bit. And then you guys did a whole bunch of havoc and ended up eventually slaughtering everything. Noteworthy fallen or black-robed individual with pale skin, obviously not goblinoid.
Yes, I was curious about that.
Which we will get to in a minute.
Yeah.
Because in the aftermath of this, the cleric's going about obviously showing signs of being burnt themselves and are in the middle of treating Gregory. At first, that one they had to use a spell on.
Yes.
And while he will become conscious, you don't just spring up from that. At least not
no, yeah, not in this edition.
And then they'll be moving on to applying salves utilizing the healing proficiency, which is also not in basic D&D, but we're doing a hybrid here.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. The Paladin did do an emergency lay on hands at some point.
Oh, I think it was either on Dominic, Gregory, or the priest.
Either way, well, the priest took the brunt of fireball damage with most of the other people. But the priest is also like 5th level, so.
Yeah.
It hurts a lot.
It does.
And he almost took half his hit points in a single blast, but
yeah,
hurts a lot. So, but he's concentrating rather well and not doing as much bitching as he normally does. So anyway, that's going on in your immediate area. You yourself don't seem to be too concerned. You made your saving throw to begin with.
I did.
So none of you managed to tuck just away to shield yourself from most of the blast.
Yes.
And if anything, maybe your cloak got singed pretty good. But if you're wearing protection items, there's a high probability you just got a little cooked without blistering or losing all your hair or having your eyes welded shut. Stuff like that. Like, thank goodness. Gregory is having a bad day.
Yeah, the spider silk cloak with all the protective items I'm wearing helps.
Yeah, normally spider silk would not be all that resilient against flame.
Shoot.
But
I forgot a magical item that I do have that I could have used on that spell, and I'm just saying something that I forgot that I had.
Well, that's the trouble.
Which is the bracelet that can absorb one spell.
Within a certain level range, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's not that's directed spells, not just. Well, no. Does it say that it affects area of effect spells?
It just says block or absorb of one spell. Doesn't say if it's area effect or directed. So I think I might hold on. I might have that written down somewhere else as a direct spell because it makes sense if it's direct.
Well, it might just absorb the magical energies that begin to be generated in an area. Therefore, if it's like a fireball and it's technically next to you, then it probably absorbs magical energy, possibly. But if it's like, I'm going to use, a cloud kill, which starts off in front of the caster and then slowly works its way to you, I don't see it actually absorbing all that spell, if I was to think about it.
Yeah, well, that's probably why I didn't think about it when you said fireball, right?
Well, that's another thing, though. You got to keep... we don't play the game enough, and you need to keep track of your items.
Oh, yeah, I was like, wait, shoot, I have this item. I just need to make sure I've got all of its notes down.
So, yes, like in hindsight now, you're like, crap, I could have used this. We'll discuss it. And I'm less inclined to allow it to affect indirect spells.
I think it was for direct spells. So let me be right back.
But like for example, though, a lightning bolt that would strike at you would probably end at you. Of course, you're walking away, so you can't hear.
Sorry, I was going to be in the same room because I grabbed the wrong book.
Oh, well, you probably need the proper book. What book are you looking at?
This is Orsi's.
Well, you need to step right up off of that cleric.
I know. I need to not
bring in that other character of yours.
Yeah, I need to.
So is that Orsi's item, or is that?
No, that's Nom's item. It's on his character sheet.
So you're looking for Nom right now. That's a terrible thing. We just started, and you're like, I don't have my character sheet.
No, I have my character sheet.
Character notes.
Yeah, I don't have all of the characters.
All your items.
Yeah, and
item descriptions.
I know where it is. I just need to put Orsi back. That's all.
Okay, well, it's
in my room.
That's a good idea. Yay!
Yeah, we don't need old priests.
We don't play it enough, and that's the thing. A person who plays their character semi-religious,
don't get me wrong, but,
for the ground up, has a tendency to just automatically know what they got, and then they're like really protective of it. Like, whoa, wait a minute. I have this item that turns me into a nacho. Oh, cool, you're tasty. Yeah, and sometimes it's the DM's fault, but you know what? You can't really always blame the DM.
Oh,
it's not necessarily an automatically goes off item.
No.
Because that's one time a day. So someone could cast, Cure Light Wounds on you. That's a spell.
Yeah, it's just something I have to announce. So it is 100%. I have to announce, hey, I use this.
Now, the problem is that usually you would announce that because you hear chanting, right?
Right.
Or you see someone doing semantics or something of that nature. You would either take your time to use a spellcraft to determine what they're doing, or you would just say, hell, that doesn't look good. I'm just going to go ahead and absorb the spell. Come over.
So 100%, the Golden Bangles is the +2 to saves and AC, and it can absorb one spell once a day. So it is something I have to announce, which is why I was like,
that's first of all, that's from an entirely different game. And I would have to go back into those notes to find anything detailed.
But no worries. Like I said, it's something I have to announce. Yeah. I need to announce this. Yeah. Bam.
Yeah, I would think that's fair. Otherwise, the moment you come across a spell that you weren't expecting or really needed to have happen, you would just be like, meh.
Yeah.
Like hand wave you.
Yeah. So no, that was me going. I just need to look at my notes.
So the rough translation is you need to declare it, and you need to have initiative in order to declare it.
Yep. Pretty much.
Or to activate it in that way.
Yeah.
It will affect direct damage, but unless it's directly casted at you, like you are the source of the target, it will only absorb the energy around you.
Yes.
So, like, if let's say I cast the fireball on you specifically, not just in the area.
Oh yeah, on me.
You would absorb the entire spell.
Oh yeah, I agree to that.
But if it was like cast 10 feet from you, you would absorb the magical energy that would be affecting you, but you wouldn't necessarily be able to affect the people.
So yeah,
on the other hand, you have the ability to roughly see magic and analyze the construct. If you were to notice a spell generating, like the fireball, which would built up in between all of you, you might have the option to say, hey, I step into the apex on that and absorb it.
Yeah, so all of that was me just going, hey, I forgot, I had this magical item. It's still cool. So, no worries.
So we'll write down, so that we don't forget again in the next year, that it absorbs directly affecting spells.
Yes.
Like directly targeted spells, and energy effective spells on the individual.
Correct.
One time a day, has to be declared.
Yes. So let me go back into my book to go get it so I can write those notes down.
Okay.
I have it one time for the day already. I have that it can only do it for one spell.
When you're doing that, will you be able to hear me doing descriptions?
Yes.
All right.
Absolutely.
So while you're doing that, the room that you guys had the fight in looks to be a sizable chamber filled with crates, barrels, bins, kegs. You can't make much else out about it immediately unless you're starting to search. And there's a gaggle of corpses kind of scattered around the opening with somebody having a really bad day in the back, also dead. Yeah. Otherwise, all your companions are gathered in the hallway with a defensive position. The least damage are holding the points, while those that are damaged are being tended to by your assholery priest.
Yes.
His paladin has already used their lay on hands for the day, and is also acting as a guard.
There we go. I got it written down. I've also heard the description. So it's exactly roughly the items that I had hastily wrote down in drunken writing.
Drunken writing, eh?
Yeah.
What did you write down in your drunken?
In my drunken writing, I've got the room size, the passage, the east equals stairs, east ends to a secret door, and then I had the crates. And what's in those crates? And the 3 bodies. One person, sword stabbed into them.
Okay, rule number 1. Number 1. This particular room has 1 entrance. And number 2, there isn't a secret door in this particular room.
Yeah, no,
there is a secret door, as we were saying, to the east, yes. There is one to the east, but that's in the intersection of the hallway.
Yes.
At the other end of the hallway that the other crossroader came from.
Yes.
So the room I'm talking about right now, it doesn't have the secret door in it.
No.
So you know that already.
Yes.
Okay, just to make sure you know.
Yeah, I think the reason I put east equals stairs was it's not related to the room that we're talking about.
Well, you came from stairs.
Yes.
And there was a lower section and a rising section, remember?
Yes.
And so Espion and Livia were below those stairs.
Correct.
So, yeah, there are stairs. Goes up to this room. Runs south, though. I know things got convoluted, and it might not be your fault. Truthfully, I was pretty lit, too, so I might have making stuff up wrong without looking at the map properly.
So, we're going to go back to the room description, so I have this all down. So, the 3 bodies are in this room.
Yes, there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bodies in this room.
Oh, cool. Okay, let me update that one. Because I'm going to just make a new one with the new
There's 2 small bodies in the hallway and 4 stacked in another hallway.
In another hallway. And...
Well, that hallway, DaBun and DaBun held that one while Gregory and Dominic held the front.
Yeah.
Technically, you were near DaBun, so.
Yes. Let's put DaBun for that one, and then Dominic and the other. Let me just put the fighters in the front lines on their respective hallways. Okay, I've got that one. Got the bodies.
That doesn't matter that much. I'm just telling you where the bodies are.
Yeah.
And since you asked bodies, that's the numbers.
Yep.
So 4 down one hallway, utilizing crossbows. 2 in the midst of you, which were little squeaky little goblins, scantily clad. And then the room had 3 guards, 1 beefier looking hobgoblin, 2 crossbowmen, and a dark-robed individual, we assume a mage.
Yes.
Anyway, so
Nope. That's all the confirmation I needed for that one. We shall continue with the room. Yeah, because I am curious about the items and stuff and the bodies.
Well, I'm going to give you a description of the. I gave you a description of the area that you'll need to look into, so you can look directly at the bodies if you want to right now.
Repeat the description so I make sure I got stuff.
It's a large chamber filled with bins, barrels, crates, kegs.
Okay, cool. So this is the large room that I have. Roughly these.
Yeah, it's 20 foot north to south, 40 feet east to west with a 10-foot ceiling height.
Oh, so that is okay. I have the size of that room. I just had.
There's a single passage heading south.
Yes. So.
And then it branches east, continuing 20 feet towards the stairs, which was mentioned. That's why you're confused.
Yep.
The eastern passage that I noted to you that ends in a secret door is talking about the hallway that I mentioned.
Yes.
Not this room.
Yeah. That's why I separated them. I was like, okay, that's its own thing. The room is. Yeah.
So that was describing the room from your point of view from the hallway with the stairs.
Yes, that makes sense.
So you looked in the room, and I read the notes out loud, which was important. You already knew about these. It's not like I was like reading something I should have.
Oh yeah.
But I wrote it in a manner that when I'm drunk and you're drunk, it kind of like jumbles up and goes, "Wait, what?"
Yeah.
So all right.
I'll just put us with the east. So here we go. I got it. I will look at the bodies in that room.
All right, the bodies in that room consist of the 3 hobgoblin guards in chain armor with long swords in various states of dismemberment, 2 hobgoblin crossbowmen wearing probably scale mail. Yeah, no, hide. No, it was a mix of hide and chain, sorry. Wasn't enough to make chainmail armor class.
Yeah.
So, and then there was the hobgoblin, the beefier hobgoblin warrior that was carrying a mace, which stands out a bit. The dark-robed caster with the pale flesh that was poking out at a time. And then those are the ones in the room.
Yes.
All right. So you can find rudimentary pouches of various types on each of the corpses. If you're taking your time, obviously, with the boom and the shouts and everything else, anybody in this section of the complex that has access would probably be on their way. Or since all the menstruation's going on, not menstruation. Since all the it takes like a full round to do stabilization.
The stabilization and the bandaging
per target. So it's taking a while to do it. And then, of course, you're doing salves per target. So by now, if it was something close, you would assume they'd have come in on top of you already.
Yes. So I will take the time to look over the bodies while the stabilization.
Right. And your most interested one is the black robed individual.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Ruckus, period.
So I'll go with that. Should I start with that, or you want to go straight to dessert, or you want to look at other things?
I think I'm going to start with the hobgoblins that have the long swords first.
I'll
save the caster for last.
So the hobgoblins are wearing, those ones that were mentioned were wearing more of an average chainmail for their height, which ranges from anywhere from even 6, 5'10", up to almost 7 feet. So they're long, bulky. Oddly enough, made around their size, so it's not like they're wearing mismatched stuff and wearing a tight T-shirt.
No, they're wearing.
It looks like it was something that goes within their size range. The armor is not necessarily crude, but I wouldn't call it high end. There's more weaknesses to it. So there, and I'm going to just tally all the gold up completely.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think that'd be wise.
So yeah, you go through their equipment. Their long swords are pretty, not crude. Again, basic forged. They don't have all the. However, they don't have all the carbonization scraped off the top of the metal itself. They're pitted in ways not because of any other. I mean, the steel's still good there. It's just the pitting is actually going through carbonization and other stuff on the blade itself that needs to be scaled off. So if you get underneath it, it's still a good longsword, just not the bestest, you know?
Yeah.
The second group has crossbows, 2 of them. They have bolt cases. One of them, in his throes of death, his corals were scattered all over the place. The other one kind of fell face forward, slumped over something. I don't remember the full combat. I'd have to look back at the...
I would have to look back at the live stream that we did.
But let's not do that. Let's
no,
just
we're not doing that. Yeah, we're just doing this. We're just doing this.
Yeah, if we were responsible D&D players, we would make sure what we're talking about. So,
but we're not. So,
so
here we go.
they obviously have pouches as well. So, long story short, just so I don't have to describe all of them. Gold.
Yeah.
There's 20 gold pieces amongst them, kind of sparsely set.
Oh, yeah.
33 pieces of silver and 50 pieces of copper. Not every single one of these has money.
No.
Not all of them are carrying, treasure.
Rob's like, F that. Wing it.
Wing it, yeah.
You ever do that? Okay,
All right, so
I got the money now.
The black-robed individual, well, his robe's been pretty well tattered. Somebody put a nice blade through there.
Oh, hi. Hello.
Or some arrows. Who remembers? Although if the firewall went off at the point in time, the string went oopsie. Yeah. I believe you were involved.
Yeah, I was. I hacked them up. I remember that.
As you examine, the individual is wearing cloth gloves that are not necessarily reinforced, but maybe of a thicker wool. It runs just past the wrists. You see that there is a dagger resting inside a scabbard on the belt. It has a black iron pommel and shows the signs of a twisted face and agony etched along the surface, a reoccurring theme.
Can I tell if that one's magical?
Does not appear to be magical.
Okay.
There is a thick, hide-bound sort of satchel, if you will. To begin with, all right, the robes are not just straight up. They've got animal bones and whatnot hanging off of them. There's asymmetric patterns and whatnot, i.e. they're not symmetrical. They're just here and there. There's rune markings and stuff of that nature stitched in, but they're damaged and no, they're not magical, at least not.
Oh yeah, no.
Attached to that satchel-like object is deep pouches that smells of herbs. The satchel itself obviously carries a book, as well as some other raw materials that you would have to open up to make out.
Yes, but I will take that satchel with its deep pouches.
Yeah, the satchel basically is holding a moderately sized book, probably a travel tome.
So
the herbs and whatnot that you can smell, if you open the flap, it looks like there's individually parsed out components that are specifically designed to be utilized with the spells that they have.
Okay.
There is a well of ink that seems to be shaped out of obsidian, which is kind of weird. But there's a faint amount of magical trace on the dried ink that's kind of against the lip of it. There's a quill of a fine nature, you would guess, some sort of raven feather, tipped with silver on its point. And that's what seems to be inside there.
All right. Well, I have the time. I'm going to determine what is magical among the satchel, besides the inking well, because now I know for a fact that's probably a magic inkwell thing.
The inkwell is basically filled with magical ink. You're familiar with it because anytime you put something in your spellbook,
yes,
you got to use it.
So that'll be my
which
backup.
Is natural. In fact, it's actually mostly used in the creation of scrolls. depending upon how
Yes.
much energy is placed in it.
That is true.
In
Yeah.
this case, it's obviously for putting in magical notes and writing spells.
Yeah.
The quill has a silver tip for no particular reason.
I like it.
although
I like the quill.
although in magical circles, silver and whatnot has certain applications for channeling energy. So we'll just go there.
Oh yeah.
And then there's the spell book, which is somewhat thick, probably about 3 inches or 4 inches thick.
Yes. Which then, with that
Standard
one,
travel tome size.
I'm going to determine if there's any particular magical set upon the book, because last thing any mage wants to do is open another mage's
You
tome.
can't see anything of that nature on the outside of it. The bindings are simple.
No.
The spine is a thick sort of leather.
It's one of
And
those.
there's like a reinforced bit of like thin wood that makes up the cover itself on both sides.
Oh.
The corners, and stretched leathers over, very, very thin. The corners are knocked in brass. Well, no, excuse me, bronze, which makes it a little more expensive, I guess.
Oh.
There is a latch and keyhole, which if you rummage around, you'll find the key.
Okay. So in this case, it's not locked magically; it's locked physically.
There's a physical lock.
Yes.
The type of spells that you would be looking for require an actual spell to detect.
Oh yeah.
So, like, if you're considering something like Sepia Snake Sigil, you need to use a Dispel Magic.
Okay. Yeah. I don't have.
Or not a
memories
Dispel. You
right
need to
now.
use the Detect Magic, my bad. You can't just look at it and find it because it's designed not to be found.
The sad part is I don't have a detect magic.
But I'm just telling you that if you're looking for that kind of magic, not saying it's there, I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, no. If I was, I.
If you were looking, if that's what you're looking for, yeah.
Yeah. No worries.
All right.
That's
so
good to know.
That's what's inside the satchel, as far as you can tell so far. Well, I mean, you dig through it.
I did.
It's quite literally. The satchel does have a bit of thick, rough leather to make sure it doesn't like bend or,
Oh, that's good.
brace enough to cause any problems. The hide itself is treated. Water could get inside, but it's less likely to get inside. The way it comes, it just slides off the the fur.
So how much would that all weigh currently? Because now I got to look at a bag of holding that I have, and I need to determine how much it can carry at the moment. So
Altogether, you mean like the entire thing, the satchel, the book, the components, and all that?
Yes.
About 5 pounds.
Okay.
It's still light. I mean, because
yeah.
the mage wouldn't want to be lugging around 50-pound a book, you know? It's like,
yeah. But in case I don't have room for 5 pounds in a bag of holding, bag of holding.
Well, you're talking dimensions too, and this is pretty simple.
Yeah. Okay. So I do have room for this bag of holding that I still haven't figured out what's in it, but I have certain things inside of it, so I can just put it in that. I'll figure it out later.
Again, that's from the original? No, that's actually from Horror on the Hill.
Yeah, it was from Horror on the Hill.
All right, let's get back to business.
So I put it in that bag of holding. That makes it 84 pounds opened in that bag of holding. All right. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'll have a look at it later. Now is not the time.
As long as everything's written down and you can remember it later.
Yes.
All right.
I will.
So you go through. That's that.
Yep.
Obviously, anything else you want to look on the body for?
No, not that I can think of for the body. I was thinking about looking at maybe some of the crates, but it would be a quick glance more so, just take note of stuff.
All right. Did you know? Okay, yeah. no, never mind.
Oh, and I
So
did know
far-
about the dagger.
Oh yeah, I mentioned the dagger, black iron pommel, twisted
Yep.
face. Yeah, you taking that?
Yes.
All right.
I am taking that. That is on my person.
Obviously, there's nothing magical. The robes are kind of cool, but they're also torn
Yes.
and stained with blood. Although it's black, so hey. There's the gloves, but they're not magical, obviously.
No. But I did take the dagger because while it's not magical, it can be determined as a key.
Further evidence of the strange cult involved in there.
Evidence, yes. So I am taking that. That is quite important.
Yeah. Anything else you want to look at before I start describing the crates?
What about that nasty mace that's on the beefy hobgoblin?
The mace is kind of interesting because it appears to be well crafted. At a glance, it doesn't look like the crude, dull gray items that you would typically see. And in some cases, when they do get clean and whatnot, there's signs of rust because they're not very good at taking care of stuff. So either this is fresh, or it's pretty well designed.
Hmm.
The mace itself has, if you look closely at the shaft just beneath the flange of the head, or the flanging of the head, you can see a circle with a goat's face and a tongue curling out in a weird, awkward manner. And then circling it says Laughing Goat Armory.
Oh, well, okay. Yeah, that explains it. It's very well crafted.
As you know, regionally, it seems to be a prestigious, craftsman as far as forging weapons. And you guess armor? It's called the Armory, so who knows?
Oh,
You've already run into such thing. They've been taken from the caravans that have moved through here.
Yeah, so that's the moment it was mentioned. I was like, okay, yeah, that explains why it's...
So yeah, if you want to write down a flanged mace,
Ooh, flange.
Laughing Goat Armory. It's the easiest way to do it. And we can revisit it when you want to. You're not going to be able to identify it like magic. You're going to have to take it to a craftsman who can appraise it.
Oh,
and they'll tell you about it.
So
because there is no magic on it.
There is none, but I did mark it down, and I have it properly named.
All right.
But that was the last thing I wanted to look at.
Okay. Let's see. So I will give you a rough gist of the room.
Yeah.
You said you glance. So you actually literally see... There is a low table that seems to have a scattered pile of what looks like shirts and pantaloons.
Okay.
There's also an area where gowns have been strewn about of various styles.
Okay.
There's 2 bins of just reams of silk, red and blue. You're not sure how much because you're glancing. There's 20 jars of amber liquid that seems to have particulates in it of an interesting nature, large chunks, if you will. And if you look carefully, which you're not, I'll tell you something else.
Oh, yeah. I'll look at it.
There's also 5 bottles of what looks like wine. They're not rusting on their side. Terrible.
Oh, how terrible. These are hobgoblins.
There's 3 barrels marked with the words meat on the side.
Oh, no.
You don't usually have meat in a barrel. Well, you do have meat in a barrel for certain things, but look at that. There's a stack of iron tins in the corner that, let's see, that's for that many. So maybe 100 or so, you're not sure. There's also a pile next to that of fine-looking furs. There's luster in the light, dark colors, everything from sable to more of a pale. They're just jammed in there.
Oh.
There's 3 kegs that say Happy Joy Ale, spiced.
No.
2 kegs of Happy Joy Sour. And 3 kegs that have an apple on it.
And 2 cakes was apple?
No, 2 kegs with sour.
Oh, okay.
Happy Joy Sour.
Yeah.
And 3 kegs with apple. Thrice.
Oh, okay, yeah. I figured it was spice. I was just making sure. What was the 3 kegs of the other happy?
Well, there's okay, 3 kegs ale, basically yeah. What I said, spiced.
Oh, okay, yes.
2 kegs sour, and 3 kegs with apples on them.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I got the kegs written down correctly.
Before you ask, at a glance, there does not appear to be anything magical in the list.
Alrighty. I was actually going to just have a closer look at those golden liquid jars.
It looks like probably honey with sliced apples in it.
Ooh.
So probably honey pickled apples.
Yeah. Alright, having confirmed that, I will join the others.
Alrighty. Your searching and everything has definitely taken up enough time for everybody to be pretty much patched. I got to make some rolls because I was busy.
Oh yeah, do that. And then I need my drink is empty.
Oh no, your drink does not run us over.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
We'll take care of that in a second.
first roll everything. Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I kind of already did the pre-roll for whether they made the skill or not. I did not roll to see how much people got back. So
Yes.
that's what I'm doing. Is a hit point recovery thing.
Yeah.
The only one I had rolled for was Gregory. Gregory had to be rolled for because he was in danger of dying. Well. Four more. La 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 la.
La 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 la.
La 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 la. I'm kidding. Rolling. Okay, so by the time you get back, there's herbal packets cinched into place, if you will, with beneath gauze. Ointment has been placed over burns. Half of them are not really lounging around, but they're, in a state of, disrobement as far as armor goes and wherever it can put weapons.
Yeah.
The priest, having completed everything, is pinching his nose. He has his mask off because the gilded mask with the fake beard and all that fun stuff.
Oh yeah, because stuff was melting.
Well, yes and no, but yeah.
As the description, from what I remember.
It is a gold mask. It's if you look at it, yeah. When in the heat, a lot of it started sliding off, but you can tell underneath that it's not just gold.
That's true, yeah.
But it is kind of unsightly. But at this point in time, it's kind of hard to rub the frustration out of you through a metal mask.
Oh, that's a good point. I will walk over though to see what is frustrating him in this case.
Oh, there you are. I trust you don't need any healing.
No, in this case. I do not. I think I'll survive just fine.
I have deemed not to use the potions because that would be ridiculous. However, the herbs that I've used are many. The ointments, basically the salves, the packets. I'm running low. Look, even my paladin is ridiculous. The paladin says nothing, obviously. Even their gilded mask is partially melted through, so it looks kind of horrific.
Yes.
It's like if part of the face had melted off of a Babylonian god.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I'm in agreement. No, don't worry. That's unsightly.
This is not looking good, but at the same time, I'd be hesitant to leave here because every time we come back, something seems to have taken the places of others.
I am in agreement with you there, and we are...
There's dark energies here that are drawing them. Obviously, the cult, whatever's tied to this face, needs to be wiped out as soon as possible. The longer we delay, the more entrenched it becomes.
Well, and we have proof that this dark deity, he pulls out the dagger, it's still with its scabbard, everything, is very much in play, so you're not wrong in us needing to cleanse it as much as possible.
I know that you're feeling... I know that you have lingering... Well, no, it's not even lingering, is it? You have affection for these people. But you can't actually destroy corruption without losing a few of your friends, shall we say. And he's not really being quiet about it.
There's the pondering look and looking over. I more so...
Well, Dominic kind of snorts before you even get to say anything, and then he just eyes the priest. It's like, we were on the hill with him. And you obviously weren't on the hill. We'll stick with him. Never die. The Gaunt basically leans over to Dominic and says, I wasn't on the hill with him.
Oh, but DaBun, you were there when it hit hard, so I don't say...
Well, my mistress was with you, so if she can stay with you, then I'll stay.
Indeed. She was there with me on the hill as well, so she's seen many people die already.
What about the rogue? He took the worst of it. Gregory's over there silently stringing his bow, since the other is gone, having it burnt off during the fight. As it got cinched in, as he's got his leg put into position, leaning his weight on it. Says nothing.
My issue is...
Levia and Espion don't seem to feel like they need to say anything. They seem to have gotten off pretty scot-free.
They're like, we're actually doing pretty good. They look at everybody else, but no one else is. That's off table.
And to finish off, DaBun says, you are the advisor to the Margravine, so you actually have final say.
Well, we do have the issue of if we go back, rest up, and come back, we have already seen things get replaced. There was a reason why we couldn't map everything the first time we arrived here. And it was because numbers got whittled down to the point we had to retreat.
To be fair, what's been here is weaker. However, we did not run into
a caster.
The nudges the body that you had just pulled over to take everything off of. This is a little more, maybe quarter goblin. Not just your standard hobgoblin you would see.
No.
Nudging the hood up. You can see pale features, flaxen locks spilling about. There is wounding, as if something took offense to their appearance. Maybe they themselves.
Oh, yeah. And that's where Dom goes, and that's my concern. Now they've got casters, which would explain why they knew instantly when a slow spell happened. Not just from experience, but to be able to ambush us the way they did.
We've already seen signs of magic, remember?
Oh, yes, I'm very well
That's what you were called in to investigate in the first place.
That is true. And now we have confirmation.
But a lot has happened since then, so I don't blame you.
Well, now we have confirmation in this case that they have spellcasters. Casters of some variant. That was a fireball they threw off, and a lot of us did take quite a good amount of damage from it.
So not just residual magic is what you're saying. We actually have a culprit.
Yes. We do. He looks down at the pale figure. And they're tied to the cult that we're hunting down.
Aside from some of the structure on the cheekbones and a bit of the way the set of the jaw, it pretty much could pass as human. the malformity was done by either itself or some other individual. If you were to check the teeth, it'd probably be a little more prominent. But again, you've seen berserkers file down teeth into sharp points. So
yes. So in this case, this is most likely it's done that to itself because it deemed itself too ugly.
Perhaps. Scott says, well, then I guess we've reached a consensus that we should continue.
We did.
Judging from what we've seen, I believe you have already been down the passage with the secret door. However, at the same time, unless we go back the way we came, the secret door is one place that I have not been.
Indeed. And we should be ready for anything at this point because they have renewed their numbers. And if they have
But go ahead and roll your cartography.
Oh, yes, I will. I love getting to roll this now because I keep forgetting that he has it. And so I don't go, hey, I'm going to map it out right now. That's not a 20-sided. That was a 12-sided I grabbed. But and I almost lost the die. It wanted to leap out of my hand. All right, cartography, intelligence. 6 makes.
There are a few voids on your current map
Right.
that you A, know you haven't been through, and B, the voids in the direction that seems to be suggested come from that area with the dining place where you ran into the witch. Well,
The shaman.
kind of the shaman. Which means that you know that there is a hallway that you have not examined over there completely.
Yeah, map is
There
missing.
also appears to be another hallway that you haven't examined if you backtrack towards the opening where the breeze shines in from the cliff face.
Yeah.
Other than that, you've actually cycled through most of the passages that you could think of.
In that case,
Yes, there might be 2 or 3 locations based on size that you have not necessarily encountered.
yes. So in that case,
But it could very well just be lengths of hallway.
yeah. I will mention that yes, a lot of the eastern in the more upper areas in the map, closer to where the dining hall is not mapped out, and the other place that has not been mapped out is along that cliff face that we left behind.
Now, I need to remind you, remember and tell you that dining hall was actually my bad. It was like a main common room with beds and whatnot.
Yes. It had beds and tables to eat because it was for the goblins.
It was definitely a communal dwelling.
Yeah.
And as far as the passage near that opening, I said you'd have to double back to that opening to access it.
Yes.
It's actually a southern passage that leads away from the opening at the cliff that you were at earlier.
Correct. Oh, yes. Okay, that's what you mean.
Yes, that direction you haven't gone. It goes deeper into the cliffside, not along the side.
Yeah, actually,
that's me correcting you, so you can just say it legit.
Yeah. So, and we'll have to double back where we we're at that breeze location. We'll have to double back and go down a particular spot that we haven't gone through. That's also blank on the current map I have.
DaBun says that seems reasonable. And the priest says, yeah, I've been here before with you on that particular front. I mean, we've been up here, and we've seen hobgoblins. But those ones that were dining, and whatnot at the other passage that we just discussed with the shaman?
Yes, the shaman.
Those were all goblins.
Yes.
So we have not seen necessarily where the hobgoblins go to feast.
No, we haven't.
And they've been very segregational when it came down to what they consider the inferior.
Yes, so we have 2 places that we don't have on this map, which is the communing room's eastern section of that, so where the goblins were eating, and doubling back a location that we have not gone through past the Breeves entrance that leads to the cliffside, but going deeper in the cliffside.
To refresh, the goblin common room, I believe. Let me double check.
Yeah, it's the common room because it had the shaman and the cooking pots, and it had the beds and stuff, which is why I could light everything on fire with a flaming spear.
I'm actually getting there. Yeah. There were 3 exits. At that time, it was the one you came through.
Yes.
There was the one that led to the room with the secret door that you're talking about having to walk through.
Yep.
And then there was also a passage that, let me see if I can find it to describe. That's the North Passage.
Because I remember we didn't go down the passage. There's
a narrow passage to the south that leads... Okay, that was the one that you came through. Because remember, it was narrowed.
Yeah.
There appears to be an L-shaped Y-type intersection leading off from the common room.
Yes, that one.
It appears to be somewhat unfinished as far as the tunnel goes, and travels along, out of view. So there was that passage.
Yeah, it was
that. You haven't
yeah, it was
and then again, there was the like you said, the quickest is neither nor. So you can pick either one.
I say we'll go to that L shape. The L-shaped one.
All right, so you're going to head back to the the Goblin Common Room.
Yes.
Yes, indeed, it's the Goblin Common.
That
sizable place that would have been filled with corpses that you had left behind. But we'll see what happens when you get there. But you need a drink, you said.
Oh, yes, I do.
Oh, wait, I shouldn't have reminded you. Fuck. Never mind. Fudge. Fudge. Double hockey sticks. No,
well, I at least want something to sip. It doesn't have to be an alcoholic drink, but still.
You need something to wet your whistle.
Yes.
Quit.
So I'm going to put myself on intermission for you guys.
We're going to be right back.
No.
Let's all go to the lobby.
Oh, they didn't hear you, but they hear me. Hello, hello. Oh, I is back. I see a conversation about My Hero Academia is happening. Oh, Rob's watching My Hero Academia and listening to us do this.
Nice.
Thank you,
Nice.
Mono. So I've designated Hare as my live stream announcer up until I am seeable.
Yes, until you're cleared.
Until I is clear. So, we have discussed about where we were going. I have a beer. Omen has a beer.
I have a beer. You have a beer.
Yeah. I get pets.
We all have a beer.
Sorry, that was a burp. That should
I do not forgive you. Forgiveness is not your friend.
No.
How could you? How could you?
Oh, and people forget that. Please forget that Space Marine 2 happened because I did privated it. It was never meant to happen. That was all because of Thursday.
Yeah. Well, we all realized late that you're having. Well, obviously there were stress issues from this, but also it kind of affected your cycle, shall we say?
So,
and I get irrationally agitated at the same time that you get irrationally agitated, which is weird.
Well, and all of Thursday after the whole thing that happened, I was agitated. You're agitated. I did get praise from the cat miner though that I handled my situation actually well. So back to Nom. Figure I just
yeah, I'm
it.
gonna check something real quick.
Oh yeah, double check stuff. I have a black and tan. It's a porter actually. It's a porter and premium beer. And so does Omen. We did horrific things to some of our alcohol.
Yeah, well, to reiterate, drunk, well past midnight, stress, and then biological cycles.
Yes, that all happened simultaneously.
And mostly, I wasn't really bitching about anything other than my hugest thing was you're like, okay, I'm gonna start the whole thing over, and I was like, well, no, I just meant that we should just leave the game and come back in.
Yeah.
Of course, not in that manner, obviously.
No.
All right,
but we're good. We're good now.
There's reasons. That's okay. We need it anyway because we were getting jacked up.
Yeah, and we can do it, offline streaming. We can practice our stuff, get it up to that point.
Well, get up to that point.
Yeah. Anyway.
Be aware.
I didn't want to go that far.
We've already gone that far. Stop it. No, it's my fault. Eenie?
How's it your fault? I brought it. Anyway, eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Okay, so you're heading back to what was a common room.
Yes.
Which is a decent way away. Decent ways away. So if there's anything in there, it might not have heard the altercation.
Yeah.
Which is possible. Now I've gone and done it. I'm going to have to sharpen a pencil. Oh god, not that one. That one isn't even sharp at all. I just want to. I'm going to use this. Oh god, that one's not sharpened at all.
Yeah.
I walked out of here with a pencil. That's okay. I got some pre-sharpened pencils.
I think you did. I mean, I
don't
know.
I know I did. Because it's not here.
Yeah. Well, that's how you know it's just not there anymore.
And the other one's marking the page I need to go to. So.
Which needs to stay marking the page.
Perfectly fine. Yeah. All right. So, to try and, I guess, speed things up, I see. First of all, one of the interesting things about the secret door that you guys were being attacked from that place is not known for its hobgoblins. In fact, it is pretty well known as part of the considered goblin lair, I guess we could say.
Oh, yeah, but due to all the commotion that we did, that's probably where the hobgoblins,
Well, they retreated, as you recall.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was recalling.
So when you get to the area past the secret door, you find the massive chamber filled to the brim with sacks, crates, barrels, and bins. Looks like cloth, dried fruits, salted meats, casks of beer and ale, grain, wine. Of course, you've been here before, so that's why the other one looks similar, except there's finer stuff in the other one.
Yes.
Taken by the hobgoblins, because the hobgoblins deserve the best, obviously.
Yes.
All of the stuff in here appears to be of average quality and seems to have been piled up over time, likely goods stolen from the caravan.
I'm gonna let you talking.
That's where those were. And you follow the passage out of there, as there is only one if you don't count the secret door you came through. Into the hallway that does only a few minor twists that you've been here before, and begin approaching the common room. The Gaunt on the way down the hallway says, "How much further ahead?"
I will make a roll for that.
Well, I'll just tell you if you want to know.
Oh yes, please. Because I do.
You have about 50 more feet to go.
50 more feet to go.
All right. Now, he pauses the group. All right, we've already run into an ambush once. They're going to hear us coming. And you said that the beasts keep replenishing.
Yes.
In some manner. My suggestion is to at least have Gregory looks over, maybe yourself, and I'm loath to say you, definitely loath to say the priest, even though they're wearing cloth, people lightly armored to go up ahead. Now, the option is to have Dominic shuck chain and have you guys move up there quietly to see if there's something there.
Well,
the priest is like, why bother? Put everything on. Let us move down the hallway. We've handled it before. And you might note that, as we stated before, according to the report, the actual Hobgoblin chieftain was not actually replaced.
No.
They get weaker as they come along. So the odds of there being another shaman are extremely low.
Extremely.
The numbers are probably not replenished completely, and I would much rather not have the only scout we have in the unit get almost murdered again.
I'm in agreement to that one.
If my humble opinion, because I am out of herbs. Salves. And herbs and ready-made packets. I do have gauze left. Oh, I do have some spells left, and I have potions. I would rather not waste those.
Yes.
Fine. I just thought perhaps we could get the drop on them. With what? The bowman there is going to go ahead and shoot off a few arrows. What, are they going to run back to us? Maybe. We could do that.
I do have to say that it'd probably be best if we continue as we are, but be ready for any ambushes. If I hear any form of spellcasting, I will try to do my best to stop them. Or us, in this case.
I see. Well, you are the advisor. The priest leans over and goes, that seems to be a common thing coming out of your mouth. I mean, he's been here before, so... Well, and he seems to be putting a lot of stock in your advice. Why not? I have the ear of the gods. And, of course, the voice. So, seems to me, we shouldn't be skulking around. Isn't that right? Here.
Indeed.
The paladin just shifts imperceptibly with a silent nod. All right. Well, let's rotate the wounded. If we're not going to be tied on the way in, I don't need the scout in front. So, Livia, Estienne, choose between the two of you who will switch places with Gregory. Gregory will be taking either the rear or the secondary. Whatever you say. But I won't be able to provide any support once we get to the angle. What angle? Well, the hallway connecting to that chamber is not exactly a long shot. You got about 30 feet, and you're not going to get a clear view from. And if I'm in the back, well. So, with all due respect, you should probably just defer to people who've been here before. And I'm not so fragile that I'm just going to fall down again. Again, DaBun's not really negative to you most of the time. It's just down here he's been a little off.
Yes. I have come to notice that, but I also do trust his judgment about that. He's not fragile. That's why I'm looking at my spells currently.
He's like, I'd rather not lose our scout, and I must remind you that Dame Rista, is holding a camp with
noobs.
The least experienced of our unit.
Yes.
We've taken a great deal of losses.
We have, so...
But I thought you were all for staying around and finishing all this off. It doesn't mean I don't have misgivings. I'm sorry if I come across a bit cold. I wouldn't say cold. I would think other things. But...
blunt. I think blunt would probably be the best statement right now.
Dominic's like, stop being instigators. Just let him be what he is.
I prefer that Gregory be able to voice how he feels in this case. I do still have the slow spell that I can still cast.
That room was rather sizable. I don't think your spell's going to be that useful.
In this case, you are correct.
Because of the angles and the opening. Yes, you can cast it beyond that, as I've seen you do it before.
Yes.
However, there's no guarantee you're going to get where the baddies are.
No. I'll be upfront about that one. So it's best we proceed with caution. Hopefully there isn't another command spell.
Gregory says, no, actually, I think you could actually angle it out. Pull out your map for me.
He pulls out, and Nam will pull out the map for Gregory, because Gregory is also equally good.
Gregory and the priest have been here. The priest is the one that said don't bother. Gregory, having seen your stuff in action before. Of course, so is the guys here, Dominic and them, because they were with you on the hill, but they have not been here with you.
Yes. So I pull
Because
up
the mainstay of the problem is going to be the main floor section, as I recall.
Yes, where the cauldron was, because you can't see the cauldron from
What's our area to play with again?
Oh, I don't have the book with me.
You don't have the book with you. That's tragic.
Hold on. I believe I have it written elsewhere. Here we go. Slow, I have a 40-foot cube AoE. That cube cube.
He says, if we do this right, we'll just miss the cauldron, and we will miss one line of racks on the way up.
I currently have 150-yard range with it, so...
Oh, it's well within angle.
Yes.
You just need to calculate the distance, just like that asshole with the fireball did.
Well, that is our best capability of doing so. So, I'm in agreement. I can still do it, and we'll probably be able to pull it off. At the very least, be able to slow down any threats that could be problematic for our survival.
DaBun says, how long does that last?
It lasts for 6 rounds of current. Because of my level.
6 minutes. I guess that's an eternity in combat.
And I can get up to 6 creatures in that spell. Because of level.
That spell will dominate a lot. If placed correctly, you might get a mass majority. So if you'll come in here for me.
Oh, yes.
To,
hold on, I will be getting up, everybody. I'm getting up so I can see this.
I would normally just be like, here, I'm going to upload a map, but I'm really not good at that right now. So
no worries, no worries.
Otherwise, everybody would be seeing a map and not a bouncing bean. Okay.
I will happily bounce.
Are you a bean right now?
I am a bean.
Okay, so here's what we're talking about. It's called
Oh, yeah.
this area and this area was ramped.
Yeah.
Now, if you put it here, which is 45.
Yes.
You can get almost the entire room.
Yes.
If you center it.
Oh, I can absolutely center that.
If you look at your map, that's what you will see. The big thing is you're not there directly.
Yes.
So what you're going to calculate out is what you believe the distance is from where you are.
Yep.
You're 50 feet away.
Yes. Oh, yeah, 150 feet, 150 yards.
Well, hold on. So you want to calculate it in yards. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to look at this. So you're 50 feet down a straight hallway. Your angle's actually over here.
Yes.
And you have 150 yards?
Yes.
Okay, underground that translates to feet because basic D&D and whatnot, we're just trying to be easy.
Yep.
But if I was to divide it from yards, you'd be dividing that by 3. Well, multiplying it by 3, sorry. But in this, yeah. But in this case, because of how they do it, it scales down. Why? Because they were trying to do miniatures back in the day.
Yes.
And they wanted a difference between overland and underground. It doesn't make sense, but...
Oh, there's the on button. So 150...
It's just 150 feet. And it would be times 3. So no.
Oh, yeah.
So 150 feet, which would be 150 yards. So everybody knows it's a D&D calculation.
It is.
They don't generally do a straight transfer underground for a reason.
Oh, true.
The same thing with bow ranges. Why would they limit it? Because underground conditions, you can't arch the bow. You'll hit a ceiling.
Yes.
So anyway, don't worry about that. So what you're going to worry about is where you can hit it from. So you're going to cast it out a certain distance, 150 feet. These are each 10, right?
Yes.
So 150 feet divided down by 10, right?
Oh, yeah. That would be 15
squares.
Yeah.
Right?
15 squares.
To center it, you would want to equal 15 at your dot. So,
yes.
So all you need for me to do, this is the easiest. I brought you in here.
No, you brought me.
To ask where you wanted to place it. You know your distances. What you do need to do is roll a direction sense.
Yes. Let me. I believe Mom has it. Yes.
Yeah, and if you don't, it doesn't matter because you can do calculations.
Yes.
And you would. There's another roll I will have you make. So.
Oh yeah. I'll
generally, like an intelligence, although direction sense I believe is intelligence, maybe wisdom.
Direction sense is important. Hello, I am back over at my setup.
Well, in basic, you didn't have that, so I would have had you roll intelligence. You know.
Oh yeah.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
But this is not. This is basic, but not basic. Haha. Of course, you wouldn't be a drow elf in basic.
I have direction sense, and I have navigation, and I have cartography. I went and got all the 3 big boys, so I have it. I have direction sense. So.
Well, in this case, navigation would be really cool.
And I have navigation.
All of that's intelligence, right?
It is. Well, direction sense is wisdom.
I thought so. You're going to go with navigation. It's much better for you.
Yes.
I didn't say navigation because most people might have direction sense, and if you didn't have that, I would just say, hey, intelligence.
Yeah, but
-2.
In this case, I got cartography, navigation, and direction sense all because of the issues I've had.
Right.
As a player. 5 makes. Mwah.
Absolutely. Chef's kiss. No, I'm kidding. So you have calculated how you want to run this from your current standing. And they won't know where it's coming from.
No.
And is it a field? Or is it just like that you hit them, they are slowed, period? Or is there actually a field?
I hit them and they are slowed, period. They get saving throws. It's -4 to their save.
Yeah. And you affect up to 6.
I affect up to 6. They can make saving throws, but if they fail their saves, they are absolutely or molasses. Slow as fuck.
Oh yeah, I know.
So yes.
All right.
I'll let them know once we're at the spot. I can cast the slow right now. They won't know we're coming.
All right. So since Gregory knows where we're going and we can get in there fast, we'll just rush forward. Says to Gold. Dominic, ready your crossbow. Gregory's going to be doing bow business. We'll spill into the room. Once we've got a section, make an opening, and the rest of us will rush by. Obviously, the priest and paladin will stay back. Crossbows first, and then engage close.
All right.
Any questions?
I'll let questions happen, but I will otherwise start casting.
I don't have questions. You're that guy with the strategy stuff. I'm starting to dislike priests. I like you, though.
I like
How cruel. Okay, so what will happen is, since you made your roll, you'll say, I cast the spell. And then your party will go first. I'll do a surprise check to see if there's 2 rounds of surprise. Also, Gregory can get some surprise attacks on people.
Yes.
Because of the nature, he won't just be stuck with the one. Usually you get 1 surprise attack. But if he targets different people, 1 arrow per, then he can get surprised multiple times, mainly because everything's slow. Otherwise, it would normally just be, it's just the one guy.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I do start casting my spell, knowing that everyone is ready.
I'm going to use the restroom. You
yeah.
cast your spell. So you're going to be rolling party initiative. I'm going to do that with you real quick.
Absolutely.
First off, I'm rolling surprise.
Yeah, it's a 1d6.
Okay.
Let me get the 1d6. Here we go. I rolled a 1.
Okay, so you know how it works. Your party pretty much goes on 1. Theirs doesn't go for 2 rounds because they got the surprise. They're probably going to be murdered by then.
Yeah.
So the reason for this is just to see who goes first, unless everybody's opting for a secession. So
yes, and in this case, there will be saving throws for 6 creatures.
First round you don't go.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Because you're casting. Second round you go on 1 plus whatever you're doing, weapon speed, casting time. And 1 die 6 you said, or?
Oh, no.
Or 6 period, and I just roll saving throws for 6 people.
6 period, 6 rounds currently. Yes.
Right. I'm just gonna roll some sirens then.
Yeah.
I still gotta go. I gotta go.
You gotta go. Oh yeah. Well, I figured you'd use the restroom so I can double check some stuff.
I will as soon as I finish these saving throws.
It's so good that I wrote this on the back of the spell sheet because I use it so much. I was worried for a second there.
Be right back.
Oh, yeah. So, how is everybody doing? I'm gonna be typing to Bono for a moment.
Alrighty then. Your spell goes off. Your team members strike off down the hallway. Gregory leads them quite easily, being confident in his direction. Means he's taking up more speed, but everybody else is heavily armored compared to Kiana. Curry is pretty heavy armor. And Gregory is obviously light, and so are you.
Yes.
But you just cast your spell, movement, everything is done.
Yes.
Anything else you wanted to say?
I was looking at my reaction timing and the casting of the spell. Since it's 3 segments for that spell to go off.
Oh, it's totally okay, and I get you. Thank you for keeping track of that. What happens is they wait. You utter your last syllable. They assume your spell goes off the way it's supposed to, as do you. You feel confident about it.
I feel confident.
Gregory holds off down the hallway with his bow nocked, arrows ready. And Dominic is hot on his heels, followed by Dagant. Livia and Estienne go with, while the priest and the paladin stick with you. And the priest is like, I wonder if they're going to need help. Mm-hmm. He looks over to the paladin. What do you think? The paladin stares silently. The gilding of the mask, what's left of it, kind of glints slightly with maybe a subtle shift. Goes, yes, I think so too. Meanwhile, basically unaffected, Gregory rounds the corner, launches into the room, takes stock of the situation. You lose sight of everybody as they go running past. He lights off arrows. He goes after the ones that seem to be moving fast.
Yeah, moving fast.
That'll hit.
Gregory.
Okay. So I need separate. Well, no, I need separate surprise rolls because they are not slowed. The one I mentioned before was if they were slowed. He oddly did not choose to do so, which makes sense to an extent.
Oh, it makes sense because
the 3 targets he shoots at are surprised. Is he using sheath or flight?
He's using sheath. Since we got restocked, he's using sheath arrows.
All right, so the broad-headed arrows go sailing off, little man-killers that they are.
Yeah, if he ran out of arrows, he would end up using flight.
Bam! One falls off the upper tier section. Bam! Another one just collapses on the spot. And, oh, that's close. It's times 2. That one sags in place, although it doesn't look like an extremely vital location was struck. Something about it seems to set things off. You don't see that. I'm just going for description. Dominic, crossbow, first target he sees. 18. That hits. It's a medium bolt, so a die 6. Nicking it. Well, not nicking it. It has 3 hit points, so it shanks into its flesh rather nicely. 91. That misses System Shock. It goes down, staggering. Almost, it's funny because of the way its muscles are moving because of the spell, he's falling in slow motion like an instant replay. Even though he's pretty much should be hitting the ground fast, but his muscles, once he gets off kilter enough, he just slumps to the ground. Drops to the ground while his limbs slowly fall back to, like, I'm doomed. Dagant crosses in and sets up a bracing point. Livia and Estienne come in. First shot, crossbows going off. 17 from Livia. Estienne got a 13. The armor class is 7. His stack goes 20. Oh, that hit. And again, standard crossbow. Not heavy crossbow, I should say. 4 to 1. That definitely says goodnight, Gracie. 2 to another, and that's a system shock. 40, it's still there. Its face grimaces in the slow motion-y bit.
Oh. Oh no.
1 hit point left as it's like, Arr! Okay, so Dagant holds there, taking up a shielding position between all the guys. Obviously, they let the crossbows fall because that's what they do. The next round comes up. You can act now.
Yes. Now I will.
In fact, you're faster than everybody else in most cases. So 50 feet is barely your 120-foot movement rate underground. Above ground, that would be yards, obviously, again and again.
So
you can clearly go almost probably all the way to melee once you get an idea of what's around you.
Yeah, so I will go to where I can see where everything is before I draw anything out yet.
All the people have spread out into the room, granting you the ability to just walk past people so you don't have to wait. They've fanned out, their weapons being drawn. You can see what looks like 4 individuals trapped like molasses. They're just inching their way towards the party. One has a bolt in his chest. There's 3 other corpses that are scattered around the bunk section, and one that is not slowed, but is going to, at the end of this round, overcome his surprise. Because he's just like, what the hell? They're all goblins. They're dressed in... The ones that are actually ready to go... it appears that they were eating around the tables. No sign of the corpses that you guys just nailed before.
Oh, yeah.
The stew might be questionable. They're the ones that are ready to go are wearing what looks like ringmail. Crude ringmail.
Yeah.
And rancid furs. So it comes out to about an armor class of 7, as said before. The one that's up on the top that's going to be overcoming a surprise soon is quickly reaching for a weapon, whatever it can get a hold of, and it's in rags, like it was sleeping perfectly fine. However, whatever it grabs is probably a melee weapon, since you see none that are ranged around, and we'll have to run down the ramp from the upper bunks that are cut into the wall.
That saves me from thinking about casting a magic missile on it. So,
yeah, once it overcomes its surprise, which if Gregory continues the way he plans, he won't. But if he does, it's going to take him. He's going to have to run 60 feet. In his movement, I mean.
Yeah. So,
no. He's 30 feet, isn't he?
Yes.
Anyway,
Think about it.
I think I would have to double check movement, but I'm not going to do that now. I'm going to go with 60 feet because he'll be equivalent of charging.
Oh, true.
So,
yes.
So he has to go down at least one ramp of 5, 10, 10, 20, 30, about 30 feet just to hit the ground section because of the angle of the ramp. And then he's got 30 feet play to cross the room, which is actually not a problem. The thing he'll come across right away is DaGun, though. And DaGun's wearing plate armor, so
I will go pull out my Logitong, and I'm going to go support one of the sides. So I need to remember who's where.
Well, you don't know who's where until you get here. So here's what's going to happen. Well, I didn't tell you where they were, so my bad. Are you ready?
Yes,
okay,
I'm ready.
So immediately here, because they haven't moved forward yet, their crossbows are basically dropped. On the left is Dominic. On the right is Estienne and Olivia. And then dead center just ahead of them is DaGun, who's got himself pretty much spread out as best he can. And then right behind, just outside, is Gregory.
Yes.
So you can run to the right, you can run to the left, you can run around DaGun and get between. Ultimately speaking, there are 4 creatures with no choice but to run towards the nearest thing, which is at this point in time DaGun.
I will go and support.
They know they're slow.
Yeah.
They know they're incapable of moving much faster. They can't run away. And this is just their death knell. So, yeah, what were you saying?
I'm going to go support Dominic. That way, with my Logitong, I can reach over to DaGun's side, if need be.
All right. So the thing that is so your Logitong weapon speed is added minus your reaction?
Yes. So my Logitong...
we're going off technically your 1, so...
Yes, my Defender Logitong has a weapon speed of 3 because it's a magical item.
All right, so that's how you got it set.
Yep.
With your reaction adjustment?
With my reaction adjustment, it instantly goes to 1.
All right, so you go on 2. Weapon-wise.
Oh,
movement,
no.
You're already there.
Let me clarify that. 0 because it's 3 minus 3. So I can
1.
Yes.
No 0.
Yes.
Well, yes, there is a 0 weapon speed.
If
There's
I have,
even negative weapon speeds.
if I have speed or quickness.
Yeah. Those only come into play when you're dealing with other people.
Yes.
So, like, remember how you've had problems with people going simultaneously and you say, what's your dex?
Yeah.
Well, technically, if I have rolled a combined -4 weapon speed, and so control has rolled a -2 weapon speed, obviously -4 goes first.
Yes.
Right?
So, in this
but
case...
anybody who has a speed or quickness weapon goes first automatically. So I just don't want to go below 1 unless... Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
So that's why I said it goes on 1, and I go on 1.
Yeah. So basically, on 1, you have traveled the hallway.
Yes.
Put yourself with plenty of movement to go, and have Opt next to Dominic / behind him.
Yes.
Okay. So you're Opt. Is basically what it comes down to.
Correct.
The rest of these things have begun actually moving. They will show up at the end of the round almost like zombies. Mm-hmm. But they won't be able to attack at the end of this round because, surprise, Gregory, because he's going through a cycle of arrows and has already got his bow up and arrows are just cinching into place, he has a weapon speed right now, so he gets to go first. So the first thing he does is he tries to sink a shot into that last one as it quickly reaches for its short sword. That's a 12. That actually misses. Hold on, let me double check. Gregory with the bow. No, that fucking hits.
And I was gonna say...
He has a thick 16 THAC with the bow because of his dex.
Yes, and then I was gonna say he gets +4 to hit.
And yeah, he does actually, so my bad.
No worries.
And he gets backstab damage, so that thing just gets a hold of its short sword and then slumps over the top of it with an arrow sticking out. The 2 other arrows start rattling off at the other ones that are slowly closing. He says bolt needs to go away. 19 puts a sheaf arrow into the bolt guy, finishing him off completely. Rotates, snapping over for the last shot. 17, or -1. And the dice are doing pretty good tonight. 6 points of damage. That's double the damage of their hit points. That's down. Now, as they become slowly cognizant that they're charging, you're like, what can we do now? There are 2 left standing. They will be there at the end of the round. Movement-wise, having already dropped the crossbow last round, Dominic and the others reach back, cinch up their shields, which will mostly take most of the round. But their attack weapons are ready. Well, hold on. There's only some that actually can go right away. So Dominic is special. No, Dominic is proficient.
He's not specialized yet. DaBun,
Estien's
I know for
oddly
sure.
specialized? No, Estien's just fucking strong. Okay, so this round, they're cinching their shield. Well, they're just reaching back, looping the shield over, and drawing their weapons because proficient weapons go... It takes an entire action to do.
Yeah,
Dominic... So none of them are specialized yet, except for Gregory and DaBun.
Yeah, Dominic is not at that level yet.
The priest is on his one thing, and Curry is a paladin, so...
Oh, yeah. Woo.
All right, so, yeah. The others are drawing their stuff. Lackadaisically, towards the end of the round, the priest turns up and goes, fascinating. And the paladin just stands next to the priest. DaBun's getting frustrated waiting for these guys, so he just kind of lunges in on the first one, just as he gets up and goes, slasho. 17. Armor class. Okay, that hits. -1. I'm surprised because he doesn't have a huge strength. Let me double check his stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, why does DaBun... Oh, crap, because he's actually only 2nd level? Oh, my God, he's only 2nd?
Wait, DaBun?
Yeah, he's... Oh, God. Wait, hold on. He might be 3rd.
No, DaBun is, like, higher than 3rd. Gregory's 3rd.
Wait. No. DaBun is the adjutant, right?
Yeah.
But remember, 90% of the 1st infantry were 1st level.
Yes, but
and
DaBun.
he was higher up than that. Let me get his thing up so I can look at it. Because you might be right. Moving straight on to 2nd Infantry.
DaBun's 4th.
That's Scout. That's Knight Lieutenant. Okay, so DaBun is... Yeah, he's level 4. Hold on. There's something wrong with his Stacko. Give me a second.
Oh, okay, that's what you're looking at. You're like, wait.
My Thaco stuff's bothering me because DaBun should... Well, hold on. 4th, 20 minus 4 is 16 plus 1 is 17. No, his Thaco's not wrong.
Oh.
He's just weak.
Oh, we're going back to DaBun just doesn't have the strength bonuses.
He doesn't. Well, no, hold on. No, that's never mind. That's a different thing. That's 2nd Cavalry. Okay, Eric DaBun, level 4. He has a 16 strength. He has +1 in damage.
Yeah.
Plus specialization.
Yes.
So yeah, no, he doesn't have the strength, and he's legit because he's specialized. So 16.
Yes.
I'm so surprised. I thought that was going to be different. So that's going to hit. Don't get me wrong. I was just like, wait a minute. Why does he have the same Thaco as feckin' Gregory with a bow?
Wait.
Why does he have one better Thaco than Estienne? Well, because Estienne has an 18-something strength.
Well, yeah,
anyway,
okay, we don't talk about Estienne and everything.
Well, I know. He's like, I'm buff over here in the corner. Everybody else is like, I mean, Dominic has a 16.
Yeah, Dominic is 2nd level. Gregory is 3rd.
Dominic needs to be 3rd level to get a specialized weapon.
Absolutely.
So.
That's why I was like, yeah, no, Dominic not being specialized makes sense.
6. Well, that's more than enough. He sends a goblin into a grave. He only has 1 attack this round, gets 2 next round. There is literally 1 left. You can't make out DaBun's expression at all, but he's menacing.
Yes.
Is there anything you want to? Is there anything you want to do before the last one encounter somebody?
Oh, I will go to it and I will end its misery.
Well, good, because everybody else had to take an entire round to brace, so you are it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna launch a tongue it with my modified Thaco, and then I have to include the fact that I get the +4. So there we go. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. AC -7.
No, that totally missed. Yes, you hit. -7?
I know.
They have an armor class of 7. You hit by 10.
Hey, I always gotta check. Always gotta make sure, you know. Can't be.
Let me double check, Billy.
I know, yeah. You always gotta make sure. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 is the damage.
Oh, yeah, murder. Much murder. And it might actually be a hit by 14, my bad. It's been a while since I've done certain negatives. Yeah, no, it grows silent very quickly. DaBun's like, and they didn't really get a chance to make much noise. While they were making noise, it was quite literally the one that was reaching for the weapon. All of them were surprised.
Yeah.
And very quickly, Gregory nailed 3 of them. They didn't get a chance to make a sound. And then on the second round, as he was about to get his business on, the next one got an arrow. So Gregory used 6 more arrows.
Yeah, he might be ready now.
He couldn't recover the others since he was
down,
incapacitated. But he didn't miss any arrows. They're all bodies. So if he needs to get them, the problem is that sometimes hitting a body or anything else actually causes some damage to the arrows.
Yes.
But it doesn't matter. You said he's got a good fresh quiver of those. He also has a quiver of flight.
Yes.
Arrows. So he's used up 12 so far.
Ooh,
out of his 20.
Yeah.
which means he has 8 sheaf arrows left. When he gathers these ones up, there's some that will probably survive. We'll see when that happens.
So
But that takes a while.
yeah.
How do you want to do things?
How many
Bodies
goblins?
are down.
Yeah. How many goblins did we take down?
10. 10 goblins down.
All right. I just wanted to mark that down. I'll gather what potential items the ones on our level is at.
They just have what looks like crude short swords and daggers.
Okay. I did.
The short swords are marginally better than the daggers because they do -1 to damage, which means they could do up to 5. Aha. But the problem is they're all rusted.
Yes, that's where the tetanus comes in.
Which could easily lead to tetanus and other such problems. And you know that the other ones have been known to coat their bits in their own feces
Yeah.
for the arrows and whatnot, so there's possibly even that there.
Oh, definitely.
Yummy.
Yummy. But
Really?
this way we'll set up basically I'm trying to find the word. A setup for our unexplored area.
All right, so there's
Passage.
3 ways then to this room. Let me double check the map. Huzzah.
Huzzah.
There are 3 ways into this room, which can be easily covered by those standing.
Yeah.
And while you would normally say, yeah, no, we cleared stuff left and right, the problem is that occasionally something will wander here and there.
That's the reason I say, hey, let's.
So I'll have you roll a 6-sided while this is going on.
Yep. I will roll it. I was just erasing some stuff and writing some stuff. Here we go. It is a 6.
Fortunately for you, nothing was attracted by the sound of combat, which, as I said before, was very brief. 2 rounds, everything gone. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was very brief, but I have no more slow.
But we're
spells.
talking D&D time, so that comes out to 2 minutes. Ha.
I have no slow spells. So that's gotta be good.
Gregory glances over them. All right. I'm going to gather arrows. If I see anything interesting, I'll pick it up.
Understood. We'll make sure.
The priest is like, why bother? They're clearly just scum. I mean, it's not like we came across the witch again. DaBun says, let him do it. We need the arrows.
We definitely need.
Yes,
the arrows.
yes. Odds are they're black blood corroded and useless. But hey, why not waste time? Paladin places his hand on the priest's shoulder, and the priest is like, yes, yes. It's not my calling in life to be a dick, but, you know, I just happen to be able to do it rather well.
It's not my calling.
It's what I told you, isn't it? Gregory sighs.
Oh.
What a waste of time. Since he's recovering those arrows, you have some shaft splittage from the force of impact. You don't have really blunted arrowheads. That's not the problem. You would have to dig them out in some cases, which will take much longer. So if you give him time, sure, he can retrieve all the bits he needs to replace his arrows. However, if you don't and you need to move, he's lost another 6 arrows. Well, excuse me. Oh yeah, another 6 arrows. Sorry, I rolled finger. Now you can attempt to roll if you want to, but it's going to take twice the amount of time.
I think I will, just for this case.
All right, if you're sure, it's only for 6 arrows.
4, 5, 6, and then we'll start moving.
6 arrows used on 6 bodies. But that's almost a turn of moving.
Yep.
All right, if you want to take that time.
I'll take that time, and then we'll move.
Once you finish rolling, I'll have you roll 2 6-sideds for encounters.
Alright, I did roll 1, 1. 2
So you're like, hey, I can get this hero out better than you could.
Yeah, 2 4s and 3 2 5s and 1 6. So only one of them I managed to actually get.
Absolutely broken.
Yeah.
Which he did not get an absolutely broken. You're like, I got this one out.
Nope. Yeah. Oops.
I'm kidding. No. He didn't try to recover certain ones because timing. So you do manage to get him one that's not permanently broke. So, well,
yeah.
Not immediately broken. Could be used one more time.
Could be. All right, here we go.
So he gets one back. The other ones are recovered, but they're parts. You don't get to roll again. Oh, wait. You're rolling those. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm rolling the encounter.
The encounter checks I asked for. Yeah, I know.
Yes,
I get it.
The first
I was
one is a 5.
I was like, wait, hold on. I'm going to not do that. No for you. No.
Yeah,
roll.
the first one
6
is the first one is a 5, and the other one is a 2.
Right.
So the last encounter check is a 2.
No, very close, but no cigar.
All
6 sided on this one for random encounters is a 1. So you're good.
All right, and then in this case we'll start moving down the passage that we have not I have not mapped out yet.
You leave behind yet another immediate set of gore. Gregory, who was hoping to find a better way to gather arrows, did not succeed.
No.
However, he does have 20 flight arrows, and if it comes down to it, goblins don't seem to be that resilient, so it turns out.
Yes.
And immediately, though, as you travel down the passage, you come to that weird L intersection. It's really a T intersection from your location, but because of the angle, you're coming down the top of the T.
Yeah.
The left passage, as you had examined before, is not complete, and in fact, a lot of the passage here seems to be crudely carved into the stone. But what stands out the most is once you get lined up here and Gregory flicks the lantern open, you see 10, 20, 40 feet to a door, which is probably why what might be on the other side didn't hear you.
That's true, yeah. So,
But
40 feet to a door?
40 feet to a door, 40 feet down the hall. That's after the intersection I mentioned, so let me double check the numbers. From your standpoint, just outside the hallway, it's more like 50.
Okay.
The hallway is legitimately 50 feet long, if that's what you need to know.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, this is going to be rough. I'm going to have to read some stuff really quickly because it's a huge description.
Oh, well, while you do that, I'm going to use the restroom. So...
Well, absolutely.
That's a great way. I was like, I need to use the restroom.
Playing, folks. All right. What is utilize the potty? No, I'm kidding. Oh my. I will probably have to give the full description, although in most situations, I find that the immediate thing that sticks out or should stick out to people, unless something's hiding, is the nasties on the other side. But hey, some people are distracted by the finery and the shinies. But right now, it's best if I just do the full description. And so it's like, you see, whoop. So here we go. Are we back? I didn't go anywhere. Do you want me to go somewhere?
No, I'm back. I thought you said I'll be back, and I'm like, oh.
Well, no, I was like, are we back?
Yeah.
Or have we been here the whole time? Hopefully we've been here the whole time I mentioned something.
Oh yeah,
So don't worry about it.
I haven't moved to intermission or anything, so you've been telling people.
Oh, righty. So what I really wanted to say is that in many cases I tend to point out the hostile threats first, but this room is the way it is, and it's going to be hard to just point out and gloss over things.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So, but we're not there yet. What happens is the hallway ends 50 feet later at what appears to be a door. It is clearly an important door. It's well crafted, but the hallway is roughly chiseled. So light easily streams through the door.
Oh.
Now, light is not a huge thing for goblinoids in general. They kind of like the gloom, if you will.
Yes.
However, through the cracks you can smell. Let me double check something here. You can smell what seems to be simple incense or something of that nature that seems to be trying to, I say seems, and we're not making any dresses here, cover up stench. Possibly. You can still make out the tang, almost sour milk scent that usually Norkers or hobgoblin types give off, goblins themselves as well. Sort of a sour milk there, but it's being coated over by maybe sandalwood or some other masculine scent that's not musk. So you guys have found a doorway that's lit, seems active, and smells of incense.
Yes. How troublesome.
Gregory looks over at you guys and he's the second in line. Dominic and them have already gathered their crossbows, just to recap. Due to your guys' the priest's disdain in general, nobody went crazy to look for treasure because, well, the priest was like, yeah, let's not. You and Gregory technically searched the bodies.
Yes.
There's nothing there.
No.
There's no pouches on any of them. They seem to have been eating. If you were to find any treasure, it might be in the bunks.
Yeah, that would be the only way.
So, since you have deigned not to delve into the sleeping arrangement of goblins,
yes,
and have been to go to the passageway that is most important to your heart, pitter-patter, that's where we stand.
Oh, yes.
What I meant to say with Gregory was, because I interrupted that thought in my own head, was that he's keen on approaching this doorway. In fact, he looks over his shoulder at you. He gives it the same look that he gave that one time he was going to disarm that lock.
Oh, yeah. I give him that nod in this case.
And then he starts moving forward, and the gun's like, wait, what's going on?
Let him do
The priest says he wants to do something rogue-like. Like what? I don't know. I'm not a rogue.
Shh.
In fact, I think you should be quiet, Mr. Clank Clank. I will do my best. Dominic, Estia, Livia, form a line close to each other. Stand by to crossbow anything that might intercept our friend. Priest's like, yes, go ahead and accidentally hit him down the hallway. Dagon's like, I've had a little bit of trouble with you. By then, Gregory's hit the door. This is a 10-foot wide hallway. What do you think's going to happen? Oh, I don't know. Gregory's up at the door. He kind of puts his ear to it. And then after a moment or two, he looks back at the party. He holds up 3 fingers.
All right.
And he actually just trickles back. It's kind of a mistake for him just to, General Jim. He comes back, and under his breath, he's like, I can hear at least 3 voices in there. I don't speak goblinoid or humanoid or whatever the language is, but they don't seem to be alerted. They seem calm.
Well, as long as they sound calm, then we'll be able to surprise them. My issue is I have only maybe one spell I could probably cast past that door, and I have to know the dimensions of the room.
Well, we haven't been to the room.
Exactly.
He says, well, I'm not a bat. I can't, like, echolocate the chamber.
No, I understand.
But I will tell you this. The keyhole is not too sophisticated, but I'm pretty sure it's not locked. I mean, I didn't check, obviously. Priest is like, well, you should have. He's like, I don't know. I didn't feel comfortable dicking around up there too much. DaBun basically tilts his helmeted face, slides the visor up, gives you a genuine look, and says, well, it's your call.
Well, I don't know the size of the dimension, and the spells that I do have at my disposal might cause more harm to us than them. So we should probably...
What exactly spells are we talking about, advisor?
Oh, dropping hail of ice on them.
Yeah, well, okay, I'm not well versed in magic, but that seems extreme.
That's how I felt. So
the priest says, well, you know, sometimes it's just required to eradicate vermin.
Yes, but
3 voices?
Oh, please.
Why not just drop it just directly on the other side of the door? Brigger says, that might not work. I know they all sound the same. The paladin just stands there. The gaunt looks between you and the priest, somewhat feeling dubious about the priest's suggestion, since the priest is clearly not a mage.
Still, it's the only other offensive, out of sight, out of mind spell.
Fine. I shall present the blessings of Gilgamesh, and then we will engage. The paladin shakes his head. That's the actually obviously shakes his head, and then leans over to the priest, whispering, "All right, fine. I'll save it for the wounds." And yes, I know that if we're going to continue here, we're going to have to continue a while. So many passages to go through.
So I believe the best course of action is, in fact, being able to get them in this doorway.
I must ask a question. Why is it that every time we come across a doorway, nothing comes poking out at us? The Gregory's like, is that a problem? I'm kind of okay with them not poking their head out. Well, I'm just serious about this. Maybe it's the fates and fabric. We got Shamesh and Ishtar just doing their thing. I don't mind. Dagon's like, so what you're saying is we should quickly do something.
Yes.
Maybe. All right, so what do you do? What do you advise? What do you command? What do you do?
I advise that we basically determine how that door's open first. Does it open inward or outward? If it opens
inward, says Gregory. It's easy to say.
Good. Then we can do a...
The hinges are not on this side. In fact, the hinges are rudimentary. If I didn't need to pick the lock, which I might not need to, unanchoring the damn thing from the wall is quite simple. Someone could probably easily kick it down.
All right. In that case, we'll do our usual block the doorway and be able to counter anybody who tries to charge in. I have no method of slowing them down this time, so we're relying entirely on us.
Dominic says, hey, trust us a little bit.
I do.
All right, let's do it like on the hill, boys and girls.
But at that moment when Dominic says that, there's a hand pat from Nam going, that's why I let you know I don't have any slow spells left.
No, don't worry about it.
We're going to do
Estian, with me. We're going to go and hold the door. DaBun stumbles a little bit, mumbles something. He goes, don't worry, DaBun. Why don't you just cover the rear? I'm going to need a shot over my back, so I'm going to take a knee. Gregory, you unload on anything that's out there. Boss, what do you want us to do other than that? Just hold it while you do stuff?
Hold it. We'll determine how everything unfolds. If we have somebody in range, we'll want to be able to get them out first, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah. The arrogance of these people just kind of drives up a bit, and so Olivia's like, if anything happens to you, DaBun, I don't even know what we'll do. Aren't you a noble? Anyway, don't worry about it. We're going to be fine. I hope so.
DaBun's supposed to be by my side anyway. I've been letting him up in the front section due to wounded.
Gregory and, well, not Gregory, Dominic and Estienne move up, their shields ready. They put crossbows over the top. Gregory comes in behind. Standing, instead of on one knee, which the other ones are shield on one knee, sorry, I didn't mention, is Livia on the other side. Looks like they're just going to pepper the room as best they can. Livia reaches back and places a new bolt over the top of the other. This one seems to have a bulb ending on it.
Good.
Probably haven't seen that one too much. It looks like it might be some sort of ceramic.
That looks very nice, in fact, actually.
The priest stands back, waiting. And Gregory looks over on your signal. He mouths at you on your signal. Because obviously it says it right next to the door. That'd be really awkward.
Oh yeah, but once he does that, I give that nod, that knowing nod that Gregory can do it now.
Livia, at this point in time, because she doesn't have the same stuff, raises the crossbow a bit, and then does the honors. Actually, no, Livia doesn't. It's Estienne who does. He just kind of reaches up, balancing the crossbow between the crook of his arm and the shield, and torques the handle, shoving the door in. Because I have no... Look, if I was to give you the actual description, you would see only part of the room,
right,
with dazzling light to an extent, and bits and bobs. And since I know where everything is, it's kind of awkward, and I don't think I want to go through that. However, I will go through what the party sees.
Yes.
Legitimately, for a player, I should probably only show what you see, but hey, let's be dicks. No, to myself. All right. The room is sizable. I won't go into too much detail because you can't see all of it. It looks like it's filled with some refined-looking bits and bobs. There's curtains. That's the west wall. Let me double check. Yeah, you can see curtains of interesting fabric from this angle. You can see what looks like a large chair and a table. I'll go into the full description in a moment, I suppose. Those are mostly what you see. There's a table, some chairs, large chair at the back. There's curtains on the walls. So let's just kind of go.
Yeah, that's a good...
This room is rather refined looking for a goblin's lair, if you will.
Well, this is
curtains hang from the walls in certain locations, just behind what looks like a comfortable chair and table. The craftsmanship is oddly enough made for goblins' proportions that are dwarf or halfling merchants were wrought.
Oh, yes, halflings and...
There's 3 other chairs surround the table,
sorry,
as well as several cushions. And that's where I'm going to stop at and go straight into something else. I should describe that once I get to it, because he's literally in the line of sight. Out there. A somewhat large goblin compared to the others. 5'4" or so. 4 or 5, excuse me. Glowers from the far side of the table in chainmail, and a short sword hanging on his hip. There's a guard wearing what appears to be leather piecemeal and wolf's hide mantle, grips the haft of a hand axe that they find readily available. and turns their attention towards the door. Those are immediately what can be by you.
All right. Yeah.
All right. So that's round one. Let's go ahead and roll it. Let's go ahead and roll
Party
a number here.
Yeah.
Not surprised. Let's go to party initiative now. I don't know why they're not surprised, but I rolled a 6, so they're not surprised.
I rolled a 3 for our party initiative.
I do have a party initiative 1, but that doesn't mean much. What's your? When do you go?
I go on 1 because reaction timing of 3.
Gregory has arrow knocked because we were setting up for this. Everybody else has a weapon speed of 1 because, well, Dominic's got a bolt ready. Livia has a bolt ready. I almost said Livia. SGM had to open the door, so his bolt's not ready right away, so he has the weapon speed. So the door opens, and it's basically arrow, 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 bolt, bolt, and whatever else is going on.
Yes, I'll have a...
But that's not on 1.
Yeah.
The baddies go on 1, so my bad.
Yes.
I said something silly. Did I say 1 and 5, or did I say 1 and 4?
You said 1.
Well, the baddies go on 1.
Yeah. Repeat.
Well, I was trying to get you to factor in from the number I gave you, so I'm going to go with 5, because that's the other die that's sticking up here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The enemy goes on 1. I don't know if I said that directly, but it does go on 1. Now, if the chat's there and floating around, they can tell me because they know as much, if not more than I do, from what I said.
Oh, but I can confirm because I heard. That's why I was like, yeah, the enemy goes on 1.
My thing was I needed to know when you go.
I rolled a 3 for the party, so I go also on 1.
All right, that's right. You rolled the party, so
yes.
They go on 1 movement-wise, not counting weapon speeds.
Yep.
You go on 3. Not yet. You rolled a 3, right?
Yes.
So all of those guys go on 3 that I just mentioned, which is why it was important, because they're probably going to go before other weapon speeds. Yes. All right, you go first. What do you do?
I actually start getting ready to cast Magic Missile on a big dude. Big
Alrighty. So you plan to cast it.
Yes, I cast it.
Almost before you begin uttering it, all the words and whatnot that you have just mentioned, which is pretty much just a couple short ones, vanish from your memory as the magic missile goes off well before anything else happens. It almost goes faster than you thought it should.
Holy shit!
Well, I mean, quite literally, if you go on 1, you're like, I say magic missile, and it's like, as you're saying, you're actually kind of used to this. As you're casting the spell, do your reaction adjustment, you're almost always surprised, I guess, by it going off before you would expect it to.
That's correct. All right, since I am a 6th level, I think I get 2 or 3 for silence. 3,
I believe. Double check that. It's every 2 levels, I believe.
I believe it is, actually. I forgot, but I can go to the PDFs here. Ooh, yeah.
Oh my god, yes, you can.
I can.
So can I. I don't, but I could.
I will this time around. I will.
I think maybe you're looking at 5. No. No, I think you're looking at 3.
I'm thinking 3 because first level.
Look it up. I was just talking. You're looking.
I am. I'm letting.
I slap you like a baby seal. Or. I'm the seal. You're not. Oh God! Don't club me. Okay, moving on.
But Rob says, "Good night. Have fun, and may the dice forever be in your favor. Love ya."
Good night, brother.
Okay. I remember why I don't like opening PDFs on.
Maybe I'll see you Monday. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah.
Depends on working stuff. All right, go ahead.
Let me get to the spells. Not priests, wizards. Wizard. Wizards. Oh, not that one. Okay. I'm fighting with this PDF.
All right. Well, I'll help you out by doing this myself. How's that? Is it because of size and whatnot? Screens?
No. It's because of how.
Don't worry.
I found
Don't
it.
worry about it.
I found it. I found what I was looking for.
I'm like right there right now.
Oh, cool.
Go ahead. No, you do it. No, go.
I have to find the spell now.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I got it. All right. Area of effect. Okay. One or more creatures in a 10-foot cube. No problem. Magic missile creates up to 5 missiles of magical energy that dart forth from wizard field, unerringly striking the target. This includes enemy creatures and melee. The target creature must be seen, otherwise, blah blah blah. Oh, you want to go for the full thing? I'll do this.
Oh yeah. I was gonna let you.
You just read it, didn't you?
I did found it. For every 2 extra levels of experience, the wizard gains an additional missile. He has 2 at 3rd level, 3 at 5th.
All right, so 3.
I do have 3.
Did I say 3?
You did. You did say 3.
You have 3 missiles that you can direct at up to 3 targets. You have 2 targets you can see. Are you pumping them all into Big Baddie?
I'm pumping 2 in Big Baddie and 1 in the guard. So let me do let me do the 2 in the Big Baddie.
1d4 plus 1 per, and they all hit. So 2d4 plus 2.
Yeah. So 5 for Big Baddie.
All right. You do that. That's both of those.
Yeah. That's combined. Yeah. I rolled a 1 plus 1 is a 2, and then the other one was a 2 plus 1 is a 3.
So you did 5?
Yeah, I did 5 in total to the big bad.
So close.
I know.
You almost hit half. Haha.
Okay, to the guard. He gets 4.
Ouch. Neat guard. Whoa, that's a system shock.
One of them was gonna get a system shock.
Makes. Let me write this down. And then I really, once again, probably have to pee, which is hilarious because we're drinking beer. That's the problem. And you did 5 to the chief. Well,
yes,
obviously the chieftain.
Yes, obviously the chieftain. He's a big dude.
All right. So you did your thing. Pa-pow. It just goes. It lights off faster than people can think, pretty much.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, the Goblin Chieftain has hoisted out its weapon, which this guy. Okay, he's specialized, so that's out immediately. And he, after taking the damage, his eyes narrow sharply, not necessarily knowing exactly where you are, but you're definitely in line of sight, and you're in a straight hallway.
Oh, yeah.
And he's pretty sure his weight is not going to cover plowing through this armor and whatnot. He also sees crossbows bared. He grunts. You can see his sword out. I don't think there's anything interesting about it. Yeah. No, he draws the sword with flashlight. He kicks the table over to mostly obscure his location. The guard itself scurries off to the left. That's all movement.
Yeah.
Immediately you're out of view, and the goblin itself has taken some cover. You can hear some guttural language going on because speaking's free. And you catch movement going towards one wall. You're not sure exactly what's going on.
Yes, no worries.
At which point in time, their weapon speeds are set where they're set. That's going to be blah, blah, blah. He's not doing anything yet. He's going to wait for those bastards to come in and do some shanking.
Yeah.
His elite guard can only do business if they get close. However, no, he should have probably stayed lit. Anyway, no, it doesn't matter. He's pretty well out of view of the crossbows. There's actually nothing to shoot at for the crossbow folks, or even Gregory at this point, because they go first. And the shots would be going on 3. So that's what's going on there. That's out of view. Well, how nice of them not to have a caster. That would have been awesome if they did.
Oh man!
For them,
For
them, not you.
I know.
The actual legitimate original definition of awesome would have been the thing.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like, oh yeah, that would be man.
So it's down to if your guys don't move, we've just hit a stalemate. However, we have not hit a stalemate because they don't realize that Livia's just lighting off this crossbow bolt. It streaks across the room, and as long as she doesn't... Never mind, I'm not going to say that because that's
don't say anything. Don't say anything.
17!
Woo!
So it strikes across the room, just streaking towards the table. As it hits, the bolt compresses. As the oxygen rushes in, there's a massive explosion. Now, the chieftain guy is behind the table, but anybody else that does not have direct section is automatically taking damage. There's a saving throw for the chieftain provided, which he freaking makes, sadly.
Oh.
The other one also... Well, no, that one doesn't make. That doesn't make. 17 on the freaking dot.
Oh, man.
And then, no, that doesn't make either. So the bolt hums in, shattering everything. Flames are everywhere because, well, it seems like napalm sticks to kids. No, so the jelly that was inside of it, after introduced to air, with this other spike section, has created a burning inferno, which at this round has caused damage to certain individuals that you can't see. But it doesn't matter because that one is freaking toast.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh.
The area effect on this blast is about, is it 10 foot? Hold on.
Oh,
yeah, it's a 10-foot radius. So, damn, that's insane. Hope you guys don't mind breathing. Well, the air's quickly having some issues in there. It's superheated over a short amount of time. There's very little room left that's not on fire, and it's spreading through the curtains rather quickly.
Oh, hey, it's like my flaming spear.
That gives him his thing. That's what he's got.
That's what I got.
He takes his attack, which was his physical attack coming up, to do a secondary movement and charges with the table, which is on fire.
Oh, man.
But let me double check the damage he took before because he might just fucking fall over while fudging fall over. 9, 12 divided by 2. Holy crap, he might still be up. Let me give us a shock.
I believe it. I believe it.
20, not a problem. Despite being gravely burned, he's completely sheltered to an extent by the table, but as he rushes forward, the gel on the floor and every other place is burning around him. You can't hear his scream because his voice is being swallowed up by a lack of oxygen.
Yes.
And he just pounds straight into the front line.
Oh.
Doing what is essentially just a charge, shoving the table in as hard as he can. Now remember, this guy's tiny, and in a weird way, he's almost dwarf-like in his strength.
Yes.
But sadly for him, as he makes that valiant charge forward, his feet and boots lit into the grease underneath, which is not grease, the napalm, if you will.
Not grease.
And he's immediately engulfed. Staggering, and I rolled a 1. He didn't hit shit. I need to know, he can't hit a friend because that one's dead already. So yeah, no, he just starts. You're not sure exactly what's happening. You can't hear him screaming because no air, no easily accessible air. The screaming died out quickly. The table has made it as far as it can, and then, because of everything being lit and whatnot, Dominic coldly unloads his crossbow straight into the one that he can see, which appears to be reaching for a bow on the wall. Oh, 2. Okay, his shot goes not wide. Basically, as the bolt hits the flames, what fletching is there just kind of goes screwy. Trying to take a note from that, Gregory, who has fires off flight instead. He reaches for the flight quiver and just lights off 2 copper-headed arrows. 15 minus 3. That's what 12. His Thaco is 16. Okay, AC 4, that'll hit. Second one, 12. No. Well, no, 12 minus, like I said, 3. 9. 16 minus 9 is AC 7. Fucking hits. Fedgin hits. Sorry.
No worries, no worries.
Light arrows do die 6. Oh, 5. He sinks whatever that is. Takes his third arrow, because he fires 3 in a round. Leans and angles towards something that might be screaming and does the mercy kill.
Ooh.
That hits, barely.
Woo!
And that happens. Okay, so the fire does not go out for a while.
No.
Do you guys wait for it, or do you want to try and put it out?
Oh.
Actually, Livia says, yeah, don't try. Water's going to make it, that's not going to make it worse. It'll dilute it, but the flames will spread. We're not going to dump a bunch of sand on top of it, so.
No. Okay. Yeah. That helps me go. Yeah. No. We'll just wait it out.
DaBun says, so you've been spending time with those alchemist people. Well, Dame Rista said we should get some spread attacks after our stint at the hill, dealing with those spiders and the undead. Makes sense. The Gaunt replies. Very well, then. How dangerous is that on your person? Well, let me just put it to you this way. I do not want to fall down any great height. I do not want anything to break in that backpack. That case. Bolt case with these things can only hold about half the bolts. However, if they go up, I am going to be a walk-in torch. And why did you choose to use this? You guys are watching things just burn. You hear the sound of air and stuff snapping around. And
There's this calm look on Nom's eyes expression since he's got the mask, the leather mask over his face, and he's just watching it and everything burns.
Yeah, the finery, all that stuff just is reduced to, well, it's some of it's melting, some of it's just burning out. There's ash and whatnot. The oxygen in the area is slowly swallowed.
So
And somehow, because of the air coming behind you, you guys have to back off from the heat a little bit and are able to breathe. But enclosure, the flames die out eventually. Not because of fuel, but because of breath.
Yes.
It can't breathe. And you see a blackened chamber with charred corpses laying about. The smell of roasted goblin is a questionable
very questionable
taste. Of questionable taste. Some people might find it delicious. I don't know.
I don't.
The priest jokes. That voice goes, some people might find it delicious.
Oh, yeah. That's
A delicacy, perhaps.
So how many do I need to mark down for our count?
All right, so you have killed, indirectly, I guess. Doesn't matter, it's actually a thing. You have killed the Yagma chieftain.
Yes,
The Yagma goblin chief.
Goblin chief.
The Yagma elite guard. The female goblin bodyguard.
I didn't even know there was a one.
Oh, yeah, no, that was burning and died. Mercy kill.
Yes.
The female goblin hunter, which was for the bow.
Oh, yeah.
And a quarter goblin child.
Oh, yes. We. I'm not going to finish that statement.
Well, you've come across something similar before, and this is actually her twin. So.
Yes.
Not that you can tell. It's a shriveled up, burnt thing.
Well, I just didn't want to finish what I was going to say on live stream.
It's carbonized. You're like, I don't want to do it. Those crispy critters.
No, I was about ready to say, we like murdering quarter goblin. Wait.
Well, people like you're racist. No, not the room is blackened. The air is charred. There's ash smoking around, drifting around, soot, and I'm going to use the restroom. Maybe we'll get a drink, and then we'll discuss what you want to try and do.
Yeah.
So,
I'm going to
let's all go to the lobby.
I'm going to update. I'm going to first update in writing that the room is charred and ash. There are no fine garments. A decor. I wrote decor just in case there was more than that. Anyway. Now. It's intermission time. Hello. Arya's back. Now they can hear you.
Welcome back. That's all I said was welcome back.
Oh yeah, I know. I was just letting you know now that they can hear you, so you can discuss things, and we can discuss.
After a while, it becomes breathable. There is literally very little that survived what happened.
Oh, that makes sense. It was gel Greek fire.
So the modified Greek fire only limitedly stuck the front end of the area, but the flash of fire that went through all those curtains and everything else that was potentially built up continued. And then after those caught on fire, the gel continued to burn. And sadly, well, that's just what happened.
Yeah, we lost maybe some stuff. I'm pretty sure we got that got stolen by the caravan, but we're okay with that knowledge.
You could go in there and poke around, or you could just call it a freaking day. Go ahead and roll cartography for it.
I will. Hold on, let me get the dice for it. That's why I was like, I will. I made on the dot.
All right, well, there's no real negatives. Based on your map, you are literally around 30 feet below the exit point on the upper cliff.
Oh, okay.
In this place, even if there was a secret door, would be very limited and would go almost nowhere.
Yeah.
All the flooring above it, you would have to have some sort of lift or very narrow staircase, none of which is hidden and does not exist. So I wanted to assure you that there's no other place to dig through.
Yes.
Just looking at the map. Yes. The priest does not let you enter into the smoke. The Gaunt looks at Livia like, well, we already had a discussion with the Gaunt and Livia.
They were having that discussion.
He just closes his visor. Shunk. Livia replaces the bore with a standard bolt, locking it in place because they have a special locking mechanism so it can hang. And it basically rests against her hip. Now, the light crossbow that's being used is pretty much a standard crossbow, so it's not small by any means. It's not like she's whipping out a pistol.
Oh, yeah.
But the design keeps the bore from losing its bolt, and basically when they level it, they flick the guard off, and it provides woodwork.
Oh, yeah. So, but
it does affect certain things.
Yes.
However, Gregory, thinking it's smooth enough, pours what might be wine, you're not sure, upon a cloth that he immediately wraps around his face.
Oh, it has to be wine. Because of...
Dominic, who's wearing the helm with the chainmail and the shield, and has vacated his crossbow, lets it go for now and does not load it. He says, well, it looks like you're ready to go, so he steps in. The air is, well, it's sweet. It's sweet with the taste of flesh, which is choked out by some other bitter scent.
Oh, yeah.
And as things are moved, obviously, Dominic kind of coughs on ash. I would say chokes on, but doesn't exactly. Gregory shakes his head and in a muffled voice says, you should probably step back unless you're going to cover things up. It's not. I got this. Well, shallow breaths then, my friend. And he moves in out of your view.
Since I have the leather mask that actually, I remember correctly, actually is pretty good for these things. I will double check. I haven't written old notes. So, I will double check, but I did want to look for magical items, just in case.
Well, even though Gregory uses that particular method to filter things, it cakes up pretty quickly.
It does.
So I will do a brief search, and if you want to, you can do so as well.
I'll double check on my leather mask, but I will do a brief search No matter
Once
what.
Dominic is sure there's nothing dangerous going on, he'll step out quickly. The thing is okay, so think about this. Masks are good for certain, if you put like acrid wine or something like that in there, it's kind of good for filtering certain types of gas. But wet ash is like paper mache against your
Yes.
face. The least breathing room we have, the worse off it is, and Gregory miscalculated that. He finds himself just ripping his mask off, breathing. The only difference is it did not get in his lungs.
Yes.
Whereas then there's some coughing still going on with Dominic.
Yes. So, and I do agree, and I did found what I was looking for, which is the equipment that I have. It is a hood and mantle, which is where the face mask comes in. But it able to cover whole face, so it's able to cover my nose and mouth essentially.
Well,
and
it
in the hood,
provides breathing nice.
it does. But
otherwise, you're like, I'm wearing an amoeba on my head.
Oh yeah, no. But in this case, because it is that
if it doesn't dissolve me first, it cuts my breath off.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
No, but because of how it is, I have to do a quick search in this case because ash can still get into weird places.
All right, so you and Gregor will do a search.
Oh,
we'll just go ahead and roll a 6-sided, which is standard for searching for secret doors, which is not what we're searching for.
No.
We're searching for what we can find.
I rolled a 4.
Excellent. I rolled a 1.
Ah, yay.
So go ahead and roll a 1 die 10.
Oh, yes. Let me...
You guys are only going to be in there briefly.
Oh, yeah, because that's what we're doing. I rolled a 6.
Okay, so here's what's going to happen. You get 3 choices. There's a burnt-out bench that might have something underneath it. There is a completely emoliated bed, which you can see strange bits of this and that there. And there is a blackened vase or bowl in a corner of the room. Your choice.
I'll go for the under the bench.
Alrighty.
So, choice 1.
Alrighty. Under the bench. Well. The wood there somehow miraculously saved this beautiful rolled piece of material. You can see silver and gold threads woven in, not even molten, because the wood itself spared it before the wood itself splintered. There's sky blue hues painted into, well, not painted, but soaked into the fabric. And you can see maybe emerald dust or emerald-colored beads that have been woven into the fabric.
Wow.
Since you didn't and I did, Gregory returns with it while you were still digging. However, it's not that you didn't get anything. So let me go.
Oh, yeah.
While he was doing that, you literally found pouches and whatnot, which you gathered wholesale, piece by piece.
Oh, yeah.
Now, these purses, in some cases, were burnt through, and due to the intense heat on, say, the chieftain, all you have is slags of gold and silver.
Oh, yeah, no.
But, oddly enough, there's 2 treated pieces of material that hold their disc shape.
Okay.
In that pouch, which is mostly ash.
Yes.
Also, you picked, we're talking about what you got was not technically hidden.
Yes.
That guy was mostly burnt, so no, what you do see is a molten slag of basically precious metals that have been superheated.
Yeah.
She died curled up, so her stuff is only partially mouth-shapen. And poor her.
Poor her.
Horrifically burnt. What you find there is nothing of import. So, What I mean to say is that you turn up with strangely resistant pieces of platinum, 2 of them.
Oh, platinum. So 2 platinum pieces.
Now, what's horrific about it, and maybe not, is that the head side has faces twisted into torment.
Fuck. It's that one.
And the tail's side is simply a solid rectangle. Maybe a door, maybe a coffin. Who knows? There's no identifiable or translatable markings on it because unless you can speak the cult, you don't understand the language.
Exactly.
It survived the fire.
Yeah.
With it is a slag of about 5 pounds of gold, which is hilariously bad,
Yeah.
and about 10 pounds of silver, which is insane.
That is, yeah. That's sad.
I would say encumbrance, because encumbrance is a thing. Encumbrance is a mixture between volume and weight. It's not really weight. Everybody that dives onto that shit doesn't realize what it is. It's partially volume, it's partially weight. Encumbrance in and of itself is how awkward something is to move.
Yes.
Anybody that plays it knows it already. I'm kind of modifying it a bit so I'm not doing stupid, outlandish stuff. But that guy was carrying some serious money.
That's yeah, I have to agree.
But why on this person and why now? He seems to have been saying something to his elite guard or whatnot. According to what Gregory said, 3 voices were talking.
Yes.
The table was turned. Everything was burned. Maybe something important was going on. Who knows?
But
what you do know was this guy was freaking equipped with money like nothing else.
Yeah.
And he was already here and probably already knew that you came here.
Which is weird. True, but it could be the case because we never came down here.
Well, you were away for about a month.
Yeah.
With people recovering, and this place was never hit. But the common room of the common goblin folk was hit. So the question is.
Oh yeah, he had to know. We have arrived and left.
What happened? Why were there no other precautions taken?
Well, maybe thinking we would have never came back.
Maybe.
But, I mean,
maybe
we left.
Maybe without note. Maybe we were destroyed. Maybe the hobgoblins of the upper level, being arrogant as they are, said we drove them off. There's no way they're coming back. Or maybe. Maybe. There's always a question here and there.
Always.
And truthfully, in the case of the module, if you want to look at it historically, none of that matters. What was the module about? Stop. The original module, when it was cut down to its bare bones, was utilized for the original RPGA tournaments.
Yes.
Which I don't know if they work anymore because commercialization, whatever, fuck them. I mean, fudge them.
I already said the F word. I already said the F word, so.
The ultimate piece of business is, I don't know, outside of them using celebrities and whatnot for gaming, that wasn't a freaking... that wasn't a tournament, was it? No. It was a bunch of people sitting there playing while everybody else watched with some idiot who doesn't even know how to... Never mind. Why would you negotiate with skeletons? Any paladin would... Never mind. That was 4th edition, so let's not even worry about 4th that doesn't exist.
Let's not worry about that.
But my point is tournaments were made for lightning-fast rounds.
Yes.
And we've gone beyond that, so we're not doing it exactly.
No.
I missed my point because I can't remember it, but that's okay.
We were talking about
is that we're doing this in a special way.
Yes.
Which I've always done modules with. If I have to, I rewrite them.
So in this case, it's believable that the hobgoblins goes, yeah, we pushed them back. The
hobgoblins, yeah, and not the chieftain, the new guy.
Yeah.
Who was like, yeah, well, our guy was, whatever.
He's weak.
However, look, I drove him off. Trust in me. And then he introduces a wizard that can cast Fireball.
Yes. See,
And
now,
he's
now
like,
we're going in it.
Look, he's like, I have a Magus here, which is not a Magus, obviously. And he says, you know what? Give me your strongest people and array them, and I will show you what my power is. Ba da ba. Now, the guy that you dealt with had a well-crafted mace from the Laughing Goat Armory.
I mean, they
And
were
I mean,
look,
I'm literally, after years and years of playing, I am always falling into this faux pas, which is me talking about shit that you don't know. So,
but I was just simply
but
stating.
since I brought it up, I will finish it out with, that's, maybe people would believe that. You get troops that you got lined up within a 20-foot radius, erased. The guy's got a 2-die Fireball. He's second level.
Yeah. But like that's
And what I want to remind everybody, since we're here, is that I've always done bonus spells for high intelligence.
yes.
And I've used it always tied to the wisdom chart.
Yes.
Does the wisdom chart make sense? Not really.
Not really.
But then whatever. Now, they say wizards are powerful at high level. Absolutely absurd. Yes, they are. However, at low level, I don't want to spend the entire game session going, should I use my magic missile or not?
Yeah.
Or if you're doing random rolls, which I always have done, if you get the worst one. But the good news is that, so many are brought in by your master. Therefore, you have a select amount of spells.
But that's also randomly rolled.
Congratulations. Let's say you get all the ones that don't do damage.
Yeah. Now we're speaking from experience.
What you gonna do? Unearthed Arcana comes along, first edition, mind you, and goes, hey, we got cantrips, and you can have 2, I believe it was 2 at the time,
yes.
cantrip per single spell. Congratulations. Now, everybody goes, 3.5, Well, you know what? If you use bonus spells correctly, fuck off. Sorry, fudge off.
No, it's okay.
Actually, no, let me stop that. If you use bonus spells correctly, yes, you're badass. If you do bonus spells the way I did, I regret life.
No, I love that. I love that. You're like,
I kind of do, but at the same time, you just saw someone throw off a 2-die Fireball.
I love that statement though. You're like, if you do bonus spells correctly, you're a badass. If you do it my way, I regret my life.
Well, I'm serious. Look, every player I ever gave this to who wasn't fixated on something else was like, I can do what? I'm like, hell yeah, you can. Even when 3rd edition came along, I did that shit. So someone had what was that? It was a monster summoning 4.
Yes.
No, it was a 4th level spell. It wasn't monster. It was like a dire cat or some shit, like monster summoning on 4th level. Yeah. And it was like, oh well, that's overpowered. I'm like, hell yeah, because for exactly 1 round, a creature gets 3 attacks on you. And congratulations, you might die. It's 1 fucking round.
It's Monster 72. There you go. 1 round. It's
3.5. Not first.
No, you're right. Okay, yeah. Then
there was literally a spell there, and if you break it down to being a 1st level spell, it's like one round of shit until you actually hit the appropriate level to use it.
I could call it.
So that thing just immediately appears, rips across the field, unloads, and then it vanishes.
Well, that's what Catminder did, and no, you're correct. It was monster summoning, just monster summoning.
Well, that's just how it is.
Because that's the 3.5.
All right. Anyway, I'm going to diverse and dive off on that. You can talk about fighters how you want to, but I have a whole different dice for fighters.
Yeah, no. We're good.
Anyway, I've got to stop. So we're not talking that anymore. This is.
We were having moments. No worries.
So let's just play. So to finish this off, Of course, the caster can cast a fireball. Of course, the only thing that saved it from having problems was the walls and the structure of the building.
Yes.
And their knowledge of the walls and the structure of the building.
Correcto.
You're slow. The gel off the Greek fire modified bit. Napalm sticks to kids. Congratulations, everybody. All that plays into weird stuff.
It does.
Now,
all
said and done, you scoured through things. I gave you some notes,
Yep.
and you chose.
Yes.
And according to you, Gregory has picked up something from a bench, which he's going to line out to you.
Yes.
So that you, as a player, can write it down.
I am, yeah. I wrote it down as Gregory loot, so here we go.
Well, it's not his. He gives it to you. Actually, yeah, no, he gives it to you. He's not going to give it to Gaunt or the priest.
Yeah, no.
That would be awesome and bestly done. I took my glasses off, so it's hard to read a little bit. Which would have been a secret drawer hidden under the bench at the foot of the bed. Slides out to it doesn't slide out. It fell open to reveal a rolled tapestry with silver and gold threads on a sky blue border, framing an emerald thread snake.
An emerald.
You don't have an appraisal for this.
Excuse me.
So
May I update you on this one?
Oh,
I'm
yeah?
a jeweler. I appraisal of gems and jewelry.
It's worth 900 pieces of gold.
All right. I was like, hold on. I got you.
Sheltered completely by all that. So I just wanted to finish that out. You already had the description of it. That's what you find.
I want you to update me on the so it's rolled tapestry of sky what?
Sky blue?
Yes, sky blue. And the emerald snake.
An emerald snake, yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to make sure I had it written down correctly. Now.
Yes. Now. That's what we discussed.
Yes.
That's what you found. First search.
Yes.
And now we have to do another encounter check, 1d6.
Oh, correcto. I was just correcting a spelling I had. All right, here we go. It is a 4.
All right.
You think this is a good spot that we can pause at?
Is that where you want to be?
I think it's a good spot we can pause at because then we'll think about the
So what you're saying is you want to stop now?
I kind of want to.
No complaints. No complaints.
I was like, I want to keep going, but it's also
no. Well, we did one room just like we did last time, and a lot of it's being wordy, but at the same time you're searching. So what you need to do, if you want to, is you need to write down room 20, which is now on your map.
Yep.
Known as
it was a chief.
the Yagma Chieftain's Chamber.
Yeah.
To give you the full description, before it burned down, because all that shit I worked on.
I know, yeah, and then here comes the Greek fire.
It's fine. It's 20 feet north to south, 30 feet east to west with a 15-foot ceiling height. It was completely burning.
And it had
the room was rather refined looking for a goblin lair.
Yeah.
Hanging from the west wall, just behind a comfortable looking chair and table. Craftsmanship is oddly enough made for goblin proportions. That, or a dwarf/halfling merchant was robbed, which is absolutely probably the case.
Halfling, because I've seen it.
Three other chairs round the table, as well as several cushions. A simple bed with a carved wooden frame rests snug against the wall in a northwest corner. At its foot is a low bench. On a pedestal in the southeast corner is a dull metal bowl. On one wall is a pair of bows crossed with 2 quivers hanging from silver pegs. and then we go into the description of the creatures.
Yeah. But no, I got the room number. I need the ceiling height again.
15.
50 feet. Ceiling height. Okay, there we go.
Now, unless you're coming back here, which according to your mapping, there's only one place you haven't gone.
Yes, and that was the doubling back in the hallway was the that has the breezing cave. It goes deeper into the cliffs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're gonna run away, run away.
Run away. I mean, I'll discuss with this in an intermission first. We'll
No, it's fine. It's fine. Oh well, yeah. Discuss what you want to. It is late for us, and normally I don't like going past a certain hour because, well, I'm aware of our troubles right now, so I don't think we're gonna freak out.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
A lot of times when we're not aware, we trigger weirdly because.
Oh yeah. So,
I don't know. Sympathy.
So I'm
if there's
thinking,
anyone watching, then you deal with them, which is amazing. I love you, people who are watching. And if you're not, I love you too. Unfortunately, I'm a dick.
And we're going. We're going. It's good night. Yeah. You went silent.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, you went silent on me. Okay. Well, fine. I'll put us on intermission first.
I thought you said you were doing something.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna put us on intermission, and then you, me, will talk.
Oh, I thought you were talking to people. There's no one there, right? Maybe.